up, everybody? We'll be starting here in about 5 minutes. I have a few things to go over for those that are new to the show, and for those that aren't, just to remind you. Today, obviously, is our Monday game, Secret Time. This is a dual Dragonlance show. Monday and Tuesday are playing in the same timeline, same Shadow of the Dragon Queen, except they're playing kind of like two sides of the coin. Monday is our group that works for Capwn as part of the political struggle and soon-to-be strife of everything after today's episode. And Tuesday are the heroes of Vogler, the Vogler's Hearth, and they are currently dealing with more of the actual adventure of Shadow of the Dragon Queen, except for tonight. This is an exception to the rule. If you've been here for the show before, you know we use StreamLoot cards to keep our players alive and to keep things moving. I put a link in chat. If you've never done that before, you sign up, purchase yourself some packs, play them in channel, and they will play live on screen. If you are a subscriber, you will get a free pack here for the last show of the month. You can get a StreamLoot sub through here. It allows you to put reactions on screen and all that fun jazz. No guest star tonight. Just our trio. And this is taking off in the middle of them showing up at the council room after Knights of Solamnia have shown up to the gates to the capital, Capwn. Boy, I think the title says it all. It's a bloodbath. So things are about ready to get wild. I hope you are all ready. I believe this is when the book truly kicks off in the adventure. We'll be ready here with you guys in about 4 minutes. Start playing your StreamLoot cards now. And maybe these people won't die tonight. Maybe. And no promises, though. Forgot everybody. I have something big to tell everybody. So as all of you know, I picked up working for Cobalt Press as a content production manager, which means I get to do a lot of really cool stuff. And right now I am part of the beginning of Cobalt Press's adventure into making their own system. The Kickstarter actually starts tomorrow morning. The website has been updated with Tales of the Valiant. I'm going to put that in chat for you to check out. The Kickstarter starts, I think, at like 7 a.m. It is going to be a wild ride, and I'm going to be doing a live, like, actual play here towards the end of the Kickstarter as well, with some cool people. We're in the middle of finishing up some things for that. But yeah, I wanted to at least share that out. I told people I would say something, and I forgot. So, you know, look at that, too. Well, hello everybody. Tonight's going to be an interesting episode. I like I said in the beginning of this, I feel like this is when the true story of Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen starts. That's my belief. That's kind of after reading everything, and then I went through and read what we're doing today. That's what it feels like to me. So tonight's going to be a pretty intense episode, I think, for the players, more so than myself. It's not going to be easy at all. It's going to be pretty difficult. And they're going to need all the help they can get because they're kind of, I think, in a doomed position here. So we left off last week with them showing up after taking over Fort Dyer, spending 45, 50 days of getting that up and running. And that's to the northwest of Capwn. And in Capwn, the city was busy, but the castle itself was very quiet. And they went with the governor, who I will say should have been dead in this adventure. He is supposed to die. I even said that he was dead in the room because I was reading the dialogue and I had forgot that he was the person who was supposed to be dead in this room. But they saved him because... yeah, they say because they're good people. That's not it. Hold on here. We're missing something here. Hold on here. Let me find... Yeah, no. Let me find the thing that's missing here. No one can see you guys yet. So what really happened is there's some stuff that they feel making the governor safe and not letting him get sick when I wanted him sick, and then saving him with some bullshit, and then after saving him with this bullshit, he got younger, and now that he's younger, he was not where he was supposed to be to die. He sloughed his duties off for a big council meeting to go out to shake hands and say hi to babies, and so now he's not dead. It changes so much of the show. It changes so much. Is they're yelling at me in the background? I'm a little worried about how it's going to turn out, but hey, we're going to power through it as a team. It's going to be okay. We work as a team of one, and one being me. And on top of that, the next episode, this group, I told them at Act 5 I was going to be cutting some stuff from it because it's a little boring. And they decided, why cut when you can flood? So I'm going to take us over to the cast. These clowns. Yeah. Oh, these are the wrong people. You don't want these people. Celira's not here. Hold on. We don't want these. Let me. I don't even know why she's on screen. Goodbye, Celira. Oh, I do know why. I do know why she was on screen. We all know why. Let's bring everybody else here, though. Hey, you guys. Right. So... Hi, guys. So...
Hello.
I'm dry. I aired out my hair from all the flooding and everything.
Right, we took care of all of that.
So...
Barnacle
I put the
gave
flood
you
up.
a shave it a haircut, 2 bits.
2 bits. So, for those who missed the show, to explain what happened, this is Capwn here on the map. Okay, and then they were about here, and they summoned a Titan water elemental, maybe a spirit, maybe a deity related to one of the deities in the game, and then flooded all of the northern waste. Just so you know, this is the northern waste goes all the way up, right? They flooded about half of it. Okay. So I guess I'm not going to worry too much about anything that's in this section. At all.
Like a pirate adventure.
Yeah, that's not on the docket. No pirates, sorry. So I wanted to point that out before we got into the Bloodbath. And I feel like to start off so the audience can see how bad this is going to be, I'm going to take away this map for a second. I'm going to switch the map over so everybody else can see it, because I added stuff to it. I didn't put everything that was there at the end of the episode because I didn't know you guys were going to go in. So we're gonna go to council chamber. I'm gonna put it here for y'all. I'm gonna put it back on screen here.
Okay, it's loading. Oh yeah, no, that looks like a party.
When I
Not
said
a great party,
bloodbath,
but a party.
I meant
like pooling and
blood. Oh yeah, I have an animated GIF there and everything. I meant a bloodbath.
Is a bath full of blood.
It is the table covered.
Look at
Body splashes everywhere, drag marks of people trying to get away. It is absolute chaos in this room.
Is that a spider right there?
yeah, that's
No,
what I was
that
gonna
is
ask
somebody
you.
that we will get into. Not a spider.
Okay.
That is a body that blew up from the inside.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That's just okay.
The actual, it looks like a spider, doesn't it? I said
It
the same
does.
thing.
Tarantula.
The definition for it says, and I quote, "bomb in belly." That is the name of that token.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, I like this. It's perfect. It's a vibrant
I'm
color.
like, I'm zooming in and it
It's
just
bad.
this looks oh
Yeah, you saw
Yeah.
that, huh? Yeah,
no, it's
yeah. So
that's a lot. That table has seen a lot.
This is the second time chaos has happened here. So let me set our theme music for this show, The Emperor, which is the name of the song that we're using from Metal Guitar Stuff, because this guy's awesome. As you walk, or I should say, peer into the room, there is a spirit that seems to shift back into the body of this tall, dark-skinned, shaved head, Solamnic knight with the Order of the Rose emblem emblazoned in the metal. And I'm going to reread this Joker's line when he turns and sees you all peering through the door. I don't know who's walking in, if you've decided to flee. I did add the governor behind you. That is the old version, because, sorry, I don't have a de-aging program for the token. But that's what's there. I have your gargoyle on the edge of the room here, too, just in case. And I'm going to reread what he says. There is a scene of slaughter spilled across the council chamber. Several guards wearing the colors of Kalaman's soldiers lie tangled amid skeletal remains and tarnished Solamnic armor. The bloody bodies of Kalaman's council members slump in high-backed chairs and across the table. At the position of honor on the table, where the mayor would normally sit, is the marshal. And again, they use that M's for everything in this game. For mature. That's what I like to say. It's not true, but Marshal Mestra Vendrit is the person that has got a sword stuck through them and through the table. As you are walking in, it is. As you make your way into the room, you see this gentleman, or look into the room if you haven't walked in yet, because you don't have to. But they do notice you. He stands tall, clears his throat. Hail, friends, and fear not, your heroes have arrived. I, Knight Kardok, bring word that the Knights of Solamnia are, at this very moment, en route with all manner of prompt, mustache wax, and whatever they bother to use these days. He gestures to all the bodies in the room, the corpses and skeletons alike. Do not contain yourselves. We did a fantastic job at cleansing the problem in this room. And he turns and has a scroll in his hand as he kind of flips it in his hand once and catches it. Now, I'm going to give you the option to stay or go. Because you do have the governor, and that changes everything.
So last time we actually saw him successfully. He didn't spot us. We saw him as the ghost.
Correct, you saw him beforehand.
Right.
Yes.
So then I think what we were planning on doing was having Torak guard the governor while we try and take care of this guy, because
Okay.
I don't want a ghost running around here with whatever scroll he's got and wreaking more havoc on the castle, especially if he can go through walls and find the governor.
So then while
So-
you all come in, he would have to come through one of the windows in this room and then take him back because there's no windows in this hall.
Okay, well,
Which
I
we
wasn't
can do.
sure.
Or he
I
can
wasn't
hop
sure.
all the way back and then come down the hall and grab him.
Well, because
But-
you said like we had the because he didn't see us the first time, we had the possibility to come in a different way.
You
and I
could.
thought maybe we
He
were
just
gonna
looks
do
to the
that.
door and says that. Even if
Right.
you're behind the tabard, he did hear the noise, he just hasn't seen you.
Okay.
Up to you. Because you could cut across through here.
Do you guys want to cut across and I just open fire?
Now, I will remind you, the governor has I don't think the governor knows about him. It'll be really weird when a stone gargoyle walks into the room and says, "Follow me," and he's like, "Who the fuck are you?" Because the whole point of that guy is he's more of a lookout for everything. I don't think the
Right.
governor
Okay.
knows.
So then,
You could tell him to go fucking hide.
yeah, but he's young and brash, and I don't think
And he
he's gonna
wasn't,
do
and he
that.
was at this time frame is about the time he joined the army.
Okay. Someone, and this is Adriel, like, I have no idea what to do here. Someone keep the governor safe. I don't need to listen to his spiel. We already know what he's about. I'm just
Do
gonna
come in. Don't stand outside.
I'll look at Israel. I'll go play hide and seek with the governor. I will make sure.
Governor's like, if there's a person in there who has done something horrible, we need to stop him. And he reaches down and he is carrying a sword. And normally it's like not pulled often and it's tied with an ornate kind of like peace tie on it. It is not tied anymore.
Yeah, that's 0% surprise.
Can I get a history from somebody on him?
On the governor?
I mean, I'm not good at it, but yes.
I would say this is
Oh,
about his
history.
time serving.
I'm gonna start off the night strong with a 5.
I got 10.
I got a 4.
Well, everything
A
I wanted
natural
you to
one.
know doesn't matter.
Cool.
We tried.
We try. You know what? We are so like
Dice work tonight.
we peeked in. We see these dead people. We see a ghost who then turns into a black man, and we're like, I don't care about history lessons right now. We have more important things to worry about.
Then when he turns around, and look at the governor, he has his sword out. Let's go.
We must protect you and not go in that
We need to
room.
protect this city.
We need to protect you. You went back.
I'm
Well, then you do so when we go in there and we slaughter this man for whatever he has done.
Then who's going to rule this city when you're dead?
And he like looks around and goes, one of you, come on.
I look at Hunter and I'm like, be prepared,
I-
this is
Hi,
easy.
that's just all.
So
That's
that-
what he says.
So then I tell you guys to like go through the other door because I don't want us all trapped in here if he comes towards
What if
me.
there's somebody in the other hallway? Remember what happened last time? My own guards turned into skeletal warriors.
I'm not
I'm safer if we were all together.
Aldering can post in.
Now, I will tell you, if you bring him into combat, he is a bard.
No, so I'm not saying split off and you guys like run off and do whatever and keep him away. I'm saying like the 3 of you go to the other side so that we're not trapped in a line.
I understand what you're saying.
No, but
The governor's just arguing.
I'll just grab him and I'll start walking.
Okay, where are you going to go through at? Are you going to cut through here, or are you going to go back further and cut through the library?
Further to the library.
Okay. So he will follow you, but it will either take an intimidation or a persuasion. Or physical. I mean, I guess athletics if you're dragging his ass.
I will.
Okay.
I was gonna use persuasion, but all right, let's see how the intimidation
I mean,
intimidation
look,
goes.
Diana's character believes
Right,
in
she's-
one thing and one thing only. Force persuasion. And I don't mean Jedi force. Is that a 1? Did you get a 1?
20.
Hell yeah!
Is that the first one of the
20.
series for you?
Yes.
That's a series?
Pretty close. Pretty
I
close.
think it is the first 20 for Diana. I'm not even kidding.
So, well, 20, but my intimation's so 23. Michael Jordan.
He stops. He goes, okay, I will listen to you. I believe that you know what you're doing. I mean, I obviously hired you for a reason, right?
Just want you safe.
All right, then. I'll follow you. So circle back. Are you guys timing this to where you both come in, or is Adriel and Aldrin going in together?
I don't want to let them go in and talk first, and then.
Oh, Adriel's whole thing was there's no talking, there's blasting.
There's no talking. I don't believe in talking. There is only blasting in my world.
Listen, I'm a diplomat, but he has basically slaughtered all of our diplomats,
True.
plus the Merchants Guild members, plus the Marshal, and
So the merchant is dead too?
a lot of the Merchants
Or
Guild
maybe.
people. Yeah.
Maybe
So
he's dead. We don't know.
we don't know. And we saw him turn into from a ghost to this man, so we know he's not on the up and up. Why am I going to listen to one of Lord Soft's people? Like, no.
All right, then.
That's
You're going into the library. I'll sneak in through the other doorway. I'll go around to that. While she's taking him through the library, I'll actually sneak into this door and start. This doorway.
I mean,
What should they call 'em?
I can go in to maybe give Torax some time to get in the room, but then after a certain amount of talking, there's just going to be blasting. Like,
Oh, it's fine. Get around.
You? A blaster?
well, after all the talking I've been doing the past couple of sessions.
I don't know. I've never seen you blast anything in my entire life. I don't know.
No, it's just random beams just shooting out of someone else's eyeballs.
Perfect. All right. So if you're going to do blasty, then I'm gonna need initiative, I guess, from this side of the fence.
So I was originally like, I'm just gonna blast him, and then I'm like, well, no, because I want them to be in position before.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we
so
waited.
I'm gonna.
Or are you gonna go
that's
and
why-
install?
That's what I was gonna go and install to give Torax some time to get in, or figure out something, and then give them some time to get around.
Okay.
So
I'm fine with any of those things. I'm
I'll go and install.
Right.
Let
I'll
me
start making my way.
bust in when you're in position. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to talk to a ghost I can actually see.
Be right back. I have to go eat my bird too.
You have to go eat your bird?
Gotta check up on.
Damn. Eating your bird is
Rough.
thing's been a pain in the ass then. All right then.
It is a pain in the ass.
With that said, please move yourselves into the room, whoever's moving in, and Diana, move yourself over to the other door. The other door you can enter the quickest is this one, but I will remind you, if we scroll up, you can go through this door that's been repaired after it was blown off the hinges, same with this one. Circle around and come through this door. If you want to go through the back side.
So you're talking to me?
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
and the governor are going to come in, you can either go through here or here. Because see how this one, like, trails around?
Yeah.
It'll take longer, but it is across the room. Or if you want to flank him from behind, you can go in here.
Moving me.
No, that's me.
That is me.
No, it's not.
I'm right
That's
here.
her.
This is
There's
Diana right
there's
here.
the fist on
That
it.
is you. That is you up there, but you moving.
I moved you on the first time by accident.
No,
I'll
you
admit
didn't.
that. I'm gonna go to this door right here. Because he might expect the.
Okay, and the governor's going to go with you then?
Okay, yes.
All right. When you walk through this area, the governor would lean in and say, if we are going to flank him from the back, if we have any soldiers in the other, we don't have any. All the soldiers were sent away for this meeting because of what happened last time. They're all on the first floor. Shit. And he continues following you. Can I get a stealth for you? You both will have advantage because of the wall. Because it's a big ass thick stone wall.
You want stealth for me too? Because I am sneaking around to this.
Yes, for you as well.
Oh my god, I got another 20.
Oh, damn.
What are you, Moxie?
Please
No,
tell.
I'm not lying.
Oh.
I'm not. I swear I haven't looked. So that's
Uh-huh.
14 plus
No,
20.
that's a 20.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't touch it again. I promise.
Yeah, sure, right.
I'm gonna use. I'm gonna jump into my personality trait. I never fail, only succeed. Because that was a 1.
Oh, okay.
I got the
Okay.
total opposite.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Now we have a lot of StreamLoot cards. If you need anything, some more have been played today from Serving Hands. And then Kyler on our last episode dropped a metric fuck ton of cards. So
Oh, thank
we
you.
have a
That's
ton.
fine.
Yeah, we have a ton
Yeah.
from him as well. Just as a heads up for you, because you're probably
Very
gonna
nice
need
of
it.
you, Tyler.
So Frankhouse, for me, that's gonna be a big old 13.
Well, let me add you all into the chart here. We're gonna. Is Torg gonna join you as well?
Yeah.
Then that means your initiative is technically one higher. So I put y'all in there. What was your initiative with the one higher from Torque? And I will Torak. I will put you in. You don't have to roll again. You just get +1.
No, that was for my stealth.
Oh,
that I rolled
gotcha.
for. Yeah, 13 for stealth. Worse for my initiative.
Well, hey, just spend a dex card. Get you +2.
Let me roll
15.
my dex. Or not my dex, my initiative here.
Here, I'll play Kyler's from last show. You get a +2 to it.
Thank you. So 15 for sneakiness.
All right, so put your 15 in. I will put Torek in is the same thing as a 15. Adriel, if you want to put yourself in.
Yeah, I got a 14.
Okay, and then I will bring up
He knows
our...
you're coming in, so at least.
He knows there's people out there. He heard you. He did not see you because there's a tab.
Right, right. Yeah, so I give you guys a little bit of time and then I'm going to go into stall until you guys get in a position.
All right. How many rounds are you going to give them? How many rounds of movement would that be? Like, do you wait out here for one? Is there sprinting? Oh, well, actually, they'd be moving at half speed.
Right.
He would be.
Right.
So, how many rounds do you want to wait before you go in?
I'd wait like 2, I guess, because
Okay.
I'm thinking of rounds, but it's like 12 seconds, right? So
6 seconds.
Well, I'm saying if I wait 2, though.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. That gives him enough time to sprint.
Right.
Let's roll initiative. Mine is 19.
All right, just put yourself in there as well. The governor is acting as a retainer right now,
Sorry.
so he will give you a +1, Diana.
Okay. Oh, so to +1 to the initiative.
And I hope you just heard that. He is now a retainer. To the Monday show, he is a retainer.
Okay.
He would not have been a retainer because he'd have been dead.
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 Wow, we're collecting retainers.
Yeah, Pokemon. 27, so he goes with you at 27. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Okay.
organize this in descending order. Let me put in Cardok. Let me grab his card. CARADOC. They do not make it easy, by the way, if you ever run these things to find stuff. I'm going to show the audience what he looks like. This is Cardok the Knight, just so everyone can see him. This is what he looks like. He's a handsome man. Like he's got that like I should be a good guy brow.
Right. Yes.
Right?
It's like Michael Jordan.
I was just gonna say
He is a
Lord
he
and
is a false
Savior
prophet.
Michael Jordan. He
is a false prophet.
How dare you, you false prophet! You are 32.
Yes.
23, you mean?
No, he's
the
32.
false
He's the false
prophet.
prophet.
Oh, he's the false
32.
prophet. He's backwards. I see. I'm with you now. With that said, you wait the 2 rounds. Everyone moves the position. He, as you walk in, pulls the greatsword out of the marshal's body and through the table with like a flourish, and it just sprays blood through the air. Looking to the tabard, I failed my perception check and did not hear you all move into position. The only one I heard was the original sound, because I rolled really well, and that's it. You're on, I guess, first, since you said you were going to go in, so this would be rounds, because it takes them 3 rounds to get in position, easily.
Right.
What are you walking in and doing?
when I walk in and I see him do that, I don't want to be in range of that greatsword necessarily, but I look at him and I look at the marshal, and there is no lie when in her voice when Adriel says, "I never really liked her." So.
Oh, wow. Woo. Wow. I mean, she was actually the goodest of people.
Right. But in terms of like personal issues, Adriel did not really like her.
So you walk in and he goes, "Well, the good. She's quite dead." Now, what is your intelligence, Adriel?
Mine is a 10.
Okay. Not gonna have you roll. That makes no sense. And he goes, "Well then, I'm assuming you're here to just tell me thank you for the wonderful work I have done, saving this treacherous city from its horrible council."
I mean, I would like to thank you, except I don't know exactly what was so treacherous about them.
What do you
came here
mean?
and
And he
everyone's
points
dead.
to like one guy and he like hits him in the face with the sword next to him. "This man was embezzling money." And he goes to the next one. He steps on top of the table, walks on her corpse, and walks to the next one. "And this man," and he stabs through this one. "This one here, not only was he embezzling, he was sleeping with the ambassador. Also, where did she go?" And when you look around the room, the ambassador's gone.
Okay. Well, that's good at least. So I guess it's like my first round of like asking him, like, "You know what? I'm gonna do an insight check just to see if he's actually being honest about these people doing this kind of stuff. Like, if they were, I'm not gonna be surprised."
Okay.
I guess the insight is more like, is he doing this sarcastically, or is he actually trying to convince me he did a good thing? That's what my insight is. That's a 23, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, let's go!
Even if I made it, I would let you have your Michael Jordan against the anti-Michael Jordan.
Okay.
He seems to be telling some form of a truth. How much of it is true? Embezzling is a very strong word for someone who maybe took money out for a birthday party at some point in time. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's a strong... That's like saying... It's like saying you were going to throw food away at a restaurant and you took the food to eat, and that's stealing. Like,
Right.
you've not known any of this council to be dirty, short of backers.
Okay. Yeah, the other part of that insight, and if you want me to roll a second one or not, I can. But the other part of that was, is he saying this to, like, try and convince me, or is this all tongue in cheek?
Tongue in cheek.
Okay.
He is
So he's mocking.
making fun and mocking this situation. I mean, he's basically dancing in the blood of all these people.
Right, I figured.
Well then,
Well, I mean, if they embezzled as much as you say, I guess staining the floor red is an appropriate response. Totally not
where is
out of pocket.
He's like totally ignoring you, and he's like,
Good.
I stabbed a woman, and ruined her dress," and he's like kicking through the blood and like searching through all the bodies, and you did see her
Right.
in the room the first
then
glance,
we
but she's
also-
not there now.
Right,
He
but then
fell
Torak-
back and talked.
Torak told us some stuff too, so I'm not 100% surprised
Yeah,
about that part. So as he's doing that and like ignoring me,
he is ignoring you. He didn't give a fuck
I-
about you, as a matter of fact.
no, that's great, because then I figure by that point, while he's kicking shit around, doing whatever the hell he's doing, it will hopefully have given everybody else time to go.
Yep, they're all in position.
In position. Okay, so I'm like, it's rather rude to turn your back on the acting ambassador of Kalaman, and then I use Hexblade's
Acting
curse.
ambassador, and he turns.
I use Hexblade's curse.
What does that do?
No save is a bonus action.
No save.
Yeah, it's a bonus action. Choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. The target is cursed for 1 minute. The
Okay.
curse ends early if the target dies. I die or am incapacitated.
Okay.
Refreshers after a short or long rest. Until
Okay.
the curse ends, I gain a bonus to damage rolls against the cursed target equal to my proficiency. Any attack rolls I make against the cursed target is a critical hit on a 19 or a 20. And if the cursed target dies, I regain hit points equal to my warlock level plus my charisma modifier.
So people can see this on screen. I'm going to. I'm gonna have to do this pedal list today because my pedal is not working. we're gonna go to the solo GM one, just so you can see this. So this is one of the handouts that they give you for Beetle and Grim, with all the info on the back. So that's what I'm using for it. But in case anyone didn't know, this is what the Order of the Rose symbol looks like. This is what we are currently dealing with on scene. Just so that I want everyone on the same page so they know what it is, because you're going to see some more of the orders through the night tonight, just as a heads up. So no save, huh? I get nothing. I don't fucking like this at all.
And then, I mean, if I'm allowed to go, then my next action is going to be Eldritch Blast. So then Adriel walked in with the sword at her side and the shield in her hand, and her eyes just start glowing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fire off Eldritch Blast.
All right. And I will now roll my initiative.
I haven't actually used this spell in a while because we've talked and done bullshit instead.
I know.
Yeah, do that. Okay. So I get to roll.
All right. He's capable of doing stuff.
Okay. First attack. Was a 19 on the die.
That does hit me.
Okay, so that's
in
a
full
crit.
plate. That's a crit?
Because I cursed him. 19 or 20 on the die is a crit.
That's right. It's 19. Yeah. That's right.
So then, because of that, it's going to be... Ooh, that was not how I was expecting this to go, actually.
Yeah, you or me.
So that's going to be a 1d10, and then it's going to be a +5, and then it's going to be a plus that.
Okay.
And then it's going to be maxed because of the crit.
Okay.
For the first one.
Okay.
And then, okay, so I'm already looking at. Let me get my calculator.
I don't like this. I do not like green eggs and ham.
Okay.
Why not, Sam?
And then I'm going to use 3 of my hit dice to use my Namajor spell power and increase my hit dice for my Eldritch Blast. So that goes from 1d10 to 4d10.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add another 30.
This card's getting played like crazy right now.
And then... You know what? Let's see some cards.
No.
Let's look at some cards here.
I don't want to be cards.
So then I think what I will do is I will spend... I will spend a raise DC by 1 to get a D4.
Okay.
Which is then going to be a 4.
Okay. You can spend any cards for extra damage?
That's what I'm doing. I'm spending a 3
damage.
to get a 4. Yes.
Your friend.
Don't mess with Capwn.
Nope, not messing with it.
So
it's going to be that.
Fully. Don't mess with it.
So then...
Is this guy going to get around? And I can't do my cool power for this because this isn't an attack like this is a blast, right? This isn't a weapon. Yeah.
No, it's not a weapon.
Damn it.
So it's going to be 9.
It makes me unhappy.
5.
This guy has cool abilities. This guy had a sword fighter or something.
4.
There's one behind door number 1.
I know. 2 actually. There's 2.
We're about to get another one shot going here.
So that was 81 points of damage.
What? Wait, what? 81?
And then I get to roll again with my second Eldritch Blast.
81 points.
Yes, because it was a crit.
I'll just stay here.
Oh,
so then I'm going to roll again.
Well, before you do that,
okay.
When you hit this guy, you blow the body away, and standing there instead is a ghost.
Which I already was expecting because we saw him as the ghost.
Yeah,
so
but I mean, like,
again.
here, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go like this. We're going to move him to here as he stumbles to the ground. We bring this over. We're going to move this to the token layer, and now there's a spirit there. And we're going to X this guy out. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry, buddy. I really was hoping you have a chance. There you go.
Goodbye, Michael Jordan.
Goodbye, my evil Michael Jordan.
Goodbye, false prophet. So
false prophet 32.
So the beams come out like it's just like bright red and gold and just hits him the one time. And then she looks at the ghost and she was like, "That's the man I wanted to see." And I fire my second blast.
Oh, okay. I see you. Oh. All right. Give me that second blast. That's not... Wow.
Wow, 81.
Good night, everybody.
I am one. Damn it! I'm one off from a crit. I got an 18 on the die.
Oh no. I mean, you could play a crit card. Oh no, this is if you played a purple card yet.
I haven't played a purple card yet.
You could go play a crit card.
Do it, Kelly!
Serving Hands just played one.
Oh no.
Guys,
go.
how many Takesis points do we want to give him?
It's fine. Give him
Whatever you want.
Just whatever I want.
Do it. Give him some
Actively
points.
against the wall.
He
Looking
can
at
use
the
it for
governor.
tomorrow.
No, they don't wash over.
No, they don't wash over.
They end at the end of the show.
I'm not gonna do that. Hold on.
I would
Let
crit
me
him.
look at Damageur. I'm looking for lineage.
So, governor, how do you?
Yeah, right. He's like, well, I'll be honest, being young has been great. My joints don't creak. And he finally gets a good look at you and he goes, what happened? And he like pulls some of the gray in your hair. He's like, what happened? Okay, first off, let me tell you. When you talk to the ambassador, she has ointments for your joints that do wonders.
Yeah.
You guys basically swap spots of age.
I know we do.
Do it, crit him,
Do it,
crit
Kelly.
him.
Just do it.
They're all
Do
telling
it.
you to crit him. Do it, do it, do it.
Fine.
bows.
Fine. Fine. I'll crit him. So
Right.
I'm spending the card to do a crit.
Serving Hands crit. All right.
Okay.
I got it.
Did you
I've
play it? Or
serving
you got it?
hands.
I got it,
Okay.
yeah.
Turn hands quick.
Thank you, Katie.
So then from there, we're looking at another 18. And then
I don't think I've ever done 81 points
4.
life.
You should have played
And
Ogre
then-
Force. That was the minimum to
Yeah.
even enter.
Yeah.
No, I lied. I'm sorry. Nova did.
Oh, Nova did. Yeah, Nova has
Nova
full
did,
autoed
the
somebody
rocket.
Like
before.
100 and
Yeah.
something with that rocket launcher.
So I have
That's
this
right.
cool art with all this stuff. I'm just going to set this over here.
And then let's see. So then I can't. I guess.
Are you
Am I-
flooding the castle with blood, Kelly? Is that what
Yes.
we're doing?
Yes.
We flooded half the
Um,
country with water. She's flooding with blood.
I will play gain extra attack from
There you
Kyler from 34 days ago to give me
Okay.
extra damage.
And remember, you can only play one of each color per round for yourself.
Yes, I've already played a green.
Okay.
This is my blue,
Okay.
and then I played the purple.
All right.
That's a D6, so that's going to be max. So that's going to be that.
If anyone picks up the Steel series from Beetle and Graham, I would recommend getting an accordion file when you're running the game so you can sort out the things you need for each session. Because there's so much shit in here.
I'm sorry, 20.
Kelly, stop killing my bad guys.
Oh yeah, this has happened before. I forgot.
Fuck yes, it has.
Last week.
Sorry.
2, and then
I guess I don't.
I'm gonna. You will, because this only got 32 points of damage.
Oh.
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 32. Cool.
Well, because I want to
up.
keep. I want.
No, no,
well, I
I'm
want to
with
keep. I want to keep my hit dice, and I want to keep my hit dice, my recovery dice in the tank.
And that's magic too, so
Yes.
so as you blast the spirit, I will put the spirit on screen now for everybody to see. This is the man who just got shot. He's wearing the Court of the Rose symbol on him. As he gets blasted, he looks down at the hole that hits him. He looks up and he goes, now. You had to do more than that to kill me. Where's your friends at? As he gets ready to go on his turn. But I said that you guys would all get your round. You all are going to get an action. Because we'll do this as like a surprise round. The governor opens the door for you to go in on his action. And then I'm assuming, because it's an interaction, you can open your door as well and come in. So I'm going to go back to the top of the list. The governor opens the door. Valina, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Does he see me?
It doesn't seem like it yet. But the governor opened the door. You're going to get one action as a surprise round.
Okay. I'd like to use my. See, and I'll just charge right in and back in.
I figured. All right. Move yourself where you want to be. He is the guy on the table. And there's a guy here on the ground.
Yay. There. wants to fight. File.
Well, it's not my fault you guys don't fight and you flood and ruin all combats.
That is 14 plus 8.
14 plus 8, it's 22?
Yes,
That hits me?
22 hit.
Yep.
Okay, great. And with sneak attack, correct?
Yep. Now, first question, is your weapon magical?
It's my rapier.
Is it magical?
It is a.
Okay. So when you reach out and stab him, the back of your gauntlet burst into fire as literally out of the smoke, ruby starts to form, like broken crystal and ruby form onto your gauntlet. Onto the back of it. And it's like this. That is not one of your powers. That is not something Gauntlet has ever done. And there are whispers in another language that I know you don't know. That you can hear, and I would say the spirit can hear because it's close enough because it is whispers. And inside the gem, you just see swirling smoke. That's all I will say. You can thank Tuesday. And
Thank you, Tuesday.
yep,
Hopefully. Thank you, Tuesday.
hopefully. And with that,
That'd be helpful.
is your rapier magical?
Yeah, I believe it's +1.
Okay, then that will hit me. And what'd you say your total damage was? 22?
Well, that was her to hit.
Oh, to hit. Oh.
She's doing
It
damage
was
now.
15.
Is that with sneak attack?
Yeah. It's not gonna be Kelly damage.
That's not the best. As you rip a hole through it, he's still standing there. It doesn't seem like you did that much damage to the spirit. Yeah. It just kind of like tore through him, but didn't do as much as you were hoping for.
Do you want to maybe spend like a elemental damage card since your
You could.
rapier's got red gems or whatever?
You could spend an
Gauntlet's got
elemental
red
damage
gems
card,
on it?
pick an elemental choice, and he takes 5 damage per round until he gets rid of it. And we have plenty of them, elemental condition.
Since my my gauntlet turned like fire. Can
Uh-huh.
I fire?
Yeah, whatever you'd like.
Play with the story? Yeah. So let's do
Mhm.
fire.
All right, so now I'm taking 5 points of damage of fire around on your turn, until I put it out, which is going to be hard to do as a spirit. That takes us to Aldrin. Aldrin! The camera slides through the keyhole at the door where you are. You can use your interact action to open the door open. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll open the door.
Okay. Are you dashing in or attacking from there?
Oh, well, I'm opening the door. Isn't that my action? Since...
No, it's interact.
It's an interact.
It's interact.
Oh, perfect.
You
Yeah.
get one interact
I'll,
around.
Sweet.
You can shoot from there, you can move in, whatever you'd like to do.
Yeah.
I mean, if you move, that would be your action.
Yeah. I'm gonna move into the.
Okay. And what about your retainer, the gargoyle? Is he coming in?
Yeah, he is.
Right.
I think he's way.
That's the window. There's windows along this wall. So he moves in and gets ready as well. As the large gargoyle stands, and he has an axe, doesn't he?
No, he has a great sword.
Oh,
He has a
great,
great sword.
A great sword. Great.
Massive sword made out of
Okay.
stone.
A great sword. With the great sword pulled, it's great. That's great. I'm super excited for you. You two have went. You're both in the room, and that takes us back to Namajor. Namajor, what would you like to do?
Pew pew. Like, because I'm gonna make him try and come to me. Like, it is, either
yeah.
he does something or
Yeah.
something else happens. So again,
Yup.
just the shield, the sword at the side, and then her eyes just start glowing again. First ray. God damn, I'm so close. That was an 18. So that'd be a 26.
Hits. Definitely hits me.
Not gonna spend any cards on this one to start because I want to see what happens with the next roll. That's not bad. 15 points of force.
Okay, still up.
Okay, and then the second attack. That was a 19.
Hits me again.
You-
Damn,
you're-
dude.
You're I thought, or no, the dispel dice are on fire.
Oh, dispel?
Tonight.
Oh, great.
Dispel dice
super
are on
excited.
fire.
Yeah, keep
So,
cheating.
because there's a 19 on the dice. Stop
Keep
it.
cheating with dispel dice.
19 on the die is a crit.
Fuck.
So,
not even
now I
gonna
will
do
spend.
this character.
Now I will spend some
made it
cards.
I know.
So that's gonna be 8 plus 10.
It's gonna have to be you two.
Listen, I'm gonna end up failing. Just give me a chance, and I'm gonna fail.
Not right now. You're not. You just
Well,
crit me. You might put him down.
I will do another raise
You're
DC
this
by
mechanic.
1. So that's gonna give me another 4.
Hey everybody, how'd your game go tonight? Well, they not only one-shot the first half of the boss, they one-shot the second half of the boss, and here we are.
I will spend a blue card. I'll do the potion spell slot. Conserving hands. I'll complete that. So that gives me a d6. So that's going to be a 6. Furious math noises.
Such a handsome spirit to be murdered so quickly.
He was very
He was
handsome,
cut
too.
down in his prime. Very sad.
Oh no,
Look at
he's
that.
I'm crying red
Eyebrow
tears.
raise.
I'm super excited to use this guy.
8 plus 4 plus 2.
I get to do shit.
43 points of
How
force
many-
damage.
Did you use any cards?
I used a green and a blue, and I already marked them off.
That's
But 43 points of damage.
40. Wow. Cool.
You're
And now
acting
I'm-
like, wow.
Wow. As you blast this dude, the like right hand side of him just rips like paper and is kind of floating around him, and you can see him trying to pull himself back
It's
together.
on fire.
And
he's on fire!
And he's on fucking
And
fire.
on fire.
Covered in blood.
That's great. That's great.
And then I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to quicken.
Okay.
Do what?
And
Quicken?
what are you doing with that?
I get to cast this again.
Cast what again, Kelly?
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast again.
Can you cast the same spell twice in a round?
With quicken, I have the quicken meta magic.
I don't like any of what is going on right now.
I have not had a chance to
God.
use quicken meta magic yet. I'm very
Damn it.
excited.
I'm just gonna leave the room.
I don't think that hit. That was a 14.
No, it does not hit me.
Okay, so then my second blast from my eyes,
No, wait, what did you say?
a 14.
I'm gonna spend Kisa's points so that doesn't hit me. I'm gonna up
Oh,
legacy.
okay. Okay. The second one was an 18 on the die.
That hits me.
Okay. So that's gonna be
ACs in this game are so low. So low.
Oh.
Except for Joe.
Except for Drew. Drew is in it.
that's
We're at like a
17,
37.
17 points.
Class all of a sudden. 17.
Yes. Now I'm done.
Thanks. That's super excited.
Still standing?
I am torn apart. The lower legs are torn up. It looks like a balloon in slow motion when it blows up. There's this shrapnel of him all over the place. He kind of looks like the body behind him that's exploded that you said was a tarantula. He kind of looks like that. He is still alive. I am not doing well. I need the audience to roll me a d20. So spirits are different in the game, and especially in Dragonlance, but this one specifically has a rule. He already survived one round. He didn't have to roll that. The second round, not being in a body, I need to roll d20 to see if I can stick around. I don't think it's going to matter because I'm probably going to get murderized.
You were expecting combat last session. We didn't bring the combat.
know.
So we're
True.
doing it now.
Well, we
I
did.
know.
We had one action to combat.
Against the Minotaur.
An 11.
11.
And then a 1.
Okay, 11's enough with my bonus.
11.
All right.
Okay. It is what it is. I knew when going on my class cannon.
Looking around the room. I need to survive. Who would he do it to? The closest person to me. Oh yeah, the governor's got to move in.
behind you.
Well, the governor's got to move in, as well, because that was his whole.
The closest.
No. But the governor moved in as well because he's going to go on his action. I, on my turn, am going to turn Tattered and Torn and dash incorporeally at the mayor. The mayor, I need a d20 roll for, as I am going to try to possess him. Because I need a substantial body right now. Because I have 2 hit points left.
He's gonna take fire damage.
I am going to, but the body will take it. Well, let's see what we get from the audience. Another d20 roll. So as I do that move...
I don't know.
I am moving through Valina. You don't get an attack opportunity. You take 8 points of damage as he rips through you. It's force damage as it kind of like shudders you. And what do we get in the chat for d20?
I don't see anything.
I'm not taking that one. That was the roll from before.
No, that's I'm not. There we go. Serving Hands is doing another one.
Hmm.
And a 1.
Oh.
The governor, when the spirit comes, he has a sword in front of him, and he swings at him, and he says, "I'm not an old man anymore," and he's going to swing at him as a reaction. I hit my magical sword. Is the mayor going to kill this guy?
Let's go, governor. Let's go.
The governor just downed this dude. I'm so upset. As he cuts through him and he splits in half and he just dissolves into nothing. And the governor goes, well, I don't know how these 2 men killed everybody in this room. There's no way that happened. This guy was weak.
You know what? I'm just gonna let him believe it.
I did 18 points of damage.
Yes.
That's not bad. That is a Valina level of damage.
That's a Valina level of damage. Oh shit. You know what?
That is a fair amount of damage. And he looks around and says,
other things. I am good at
getting old.
others.
Old,
Yes.
aging gracefully.
I play. It's okay. I don't have to do. Good
You're
damage.
sneaky.
You do big damage when you sneak attack somebody.
Yeah, but that wasn't great.
Yeah, that was the bad roll.
That's just bad luck.
So looking around the room,
More
he
damage
starts
than I did.
looking through and he's like, well, looks like the Masoner and the shipwright. They're not here. Oh, they sent their subordinate to do the meeting today. Do you know where they are? And he looks to Aldrin and he's like, I haven't seen the Masoner in a few days, actually, maybe even longer.
Are they
No.
out of character? They're at the fort. Yeah, out of character. They're at the fort. They're overseeing the.
You saved 3 people inadvertently.
Inadvertently.
Oh.
I'm gonna let Aldrin take point on this as I look for the ambassador.
Not in the room. No matter how you take a few moments looking, he's not there. When you 2 look up, though, something will happen at one point. But he asked you.
No, he's actually at our fort right now because Masoners Guild, they were building some ships and some docks, so we could have lots of trade going from the fort back to the city.
Well,
So no, he's not here.
okay, so there's a ship right there as well.
Yes, he was there as well too. That was part of the deal.
Well, that's good. Those are the only 2 out of the council I like. The rest of them were a pain in the ass. That's pretty amazing. Those are the 2 survivors. But not that I did not set this up. I know that I've been blamed for things in the past. This is not my doing, obviously.
Who else did we lose?
Everyone.
Yeah, I want to look around. Yeah.
Every single council member and second in command.
I saw the ambassador, but she disappeared. So
Yeah, when she comes into the room, a lot of the times to speak, she sends an illusion in to speak. She did it in case of issues. She is an unlicensed mage. I've been trying to convince her to go do her whatever it is you all. Yes, trial.
Yes.
But she says she's been too busy, and Weehan has been letting her pass on it. But she is to take it this summer.
okay, well then I need to go talk to whoever's in charge of the shop until Weehan gets back.
I
to
will
make
tell you
sure
that
she
it's been
takes
closed
her
for the last 40 days, if not longer.
I knew
and
that it was
as-
closed when we got here.
As you do that and you look back up out of the corner of the room, that blue elf just is in the room, and she was not here. You're almost positive she was not here. The woman in mourning is standing to the side of the room, looking at all of you as you're discussing and talking.
Did she? So I'm using my wedding thing.
Appeared out of nowhere.
Cool. I'm using my wedding thing.
Your wedding thing?
Remember?
Oh fuck!
We splashed on the wedding.
I forgot.
And
all
then
right.
I told you.
What's your wedding
The
thing?
plan was when we were like, okay, we're gonna try and set up this wedding, and Adriel was elected to go give some reports and also see like what she could bring back.
Sure.
I had said specifically, I don't remember if it was on air or off air, secret time, but Adriel had said, I'm going to try and find the elven bard, Lidara, I believe her name is,
Lidar.
because she was singing about songs of mourning during everything that happened with Vogler, and she said she wanted to cheer up the people, and she made some not disparaging remarks about us, but kind of like, you're part of the government, I don't really care. So part of it was to see if she was still there and see if she wanted to do something different, a different change of venue. Yeah, so I would have asked her to attend if she was willing, even if she didn't want to sing. I'm gonna hopefully assume that she did attend.
She did. She did attend, but you never saw her.
Okay.
In the small fort, in that party, you heard her songs. But anytime any of you went looking for her, you never saw her.
Okay.
But people did mention her being there.
Okay. So I turn to her and I just go, it's so good to see you. I missed you at the wedding. Is everything okay? This is very unexpected.
She would look to you, look to the bloodbath in the room.
And I'm wary. Like, I'm not, like, being, super blasé.
She would say, the wedding was a fairly quaint yet adorable wedding, but I am not here for that.
I figured as much.
I love that it says she steps in from the corner of the chamber, and there's no corner in this room.
There's no corner.
Can you read the fucking notes? That's like the artist and writer didn't.
There's like 7 bathrooms. She came from.
So I'm
one
gonna
of
say
them.
she steps out from the door, the ones that Velena just came through. She says, "While I would love to have a discussion about the wedding and the fact that I did not see any of you there, I don't have time to elaborate. You need to hurry, and you need to do this as swift as possible. It cannot wait till tomorrow. If you don't heed my words, I fear we will see the cataclysm for a second time." She points out the door, the one to the northwest, the ones that Velena came in. She says, "There is a set of stairs that have been opened due to the Lord's entrance. Beneath this castle, there is something of utter importance, and the old lord of this castle is not allowed to possess it. I will not elaborate why. You need to go, and you need to go now." Sure, and as you do, she rounds the corner, walking away from the group to head towards that direction.
I mean, so I'm following, but I'm also, like, I'm using a move, but also an insight.
Okay.
Because this is wild. Like, we didn't see
shouldn't be
her,
here.
we heard her singing, she
Yep.
shouldn't be here, she
Yep.
popped out of nowhere.
Numerous times now, she has been heard but not seen throughout the
I got
course
another Michael
of 4
Jordan.
chapters. As you follow her, when you round
Michael
that corner,
Jordans.
she is gone. But this wall here is blown open, like just destroyed, decimated, 2-foot thick stone wall. The stairs that go up to the tower are there, but this leads to a set of stairs that go down underneath the stairs.
So when she was saying, like, you have to do this now or everything is going to go sideways or whatever.
Yeah, she is worried
She was
about
being-
the second cataclysm.
Okay, so that
She
part
seems sincere.
Okay.
Can I use my eye for detail on
Yes.
stairs and the door?
Yeah. Give me a roll. That's actually You're probably the only person to be able to get some of this information early.
Okay, great. So, that's perception, yes?
Correct.
I rolled a 2.
Would you like to take damage for inspiration, or do you have a bond ideal or flaw where you can pull inspiration from?
No, I guess I'll take some more.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
You're just like
damage do I
you're
take?
like think.
2d6 from the audience, please. We're gonna go all the way
81
back.
points of Kelly damage.
2d6 points. We're gonna use.
Basically, I go to look for something, and because my bones are creaking, and he's talking about the ointment, I trip over a body, and I just hurt myself.
Like tweak your ankle.
Well, normally it'd be a
Sprained
tweak.
it a little
bit. Slip on
She,
the blood
she
or
cracked something.
Yeah.
So 2d6 from the audience will be the damage that you take. Give me your reroll.
Okay.
And I'll move you to the outside here, since you're looking.
Way
The
better.
hole is here.
It's 15 plus 7.
10 points.
10 points of damage. You crack something pretty bad. As you get to the edge, the wall looks like it was shattered open, like battering ram style, but whoever did this did not swing at this multiple times. There is one strike that goes from the upper right to the lower left-hand corner, and the wall is decimated. 2 foot thick cobblestone castle wall. It is an interior wall, but this is basically, there's like the stair that goes up. Like if you round the corner, this goes up into the second floor, right? The next floor up, which is like sleeping quarters and stuff like that. This one is next to it and goes down into the lower depths of the dungeon. Castle underneath.
Baylina, hold on a second before we go. And Adriel pulls out her healing kit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna put it in chat.
Also, right before we go, I will look at my gauntlet again. Do I hear any other voices?
You
or
hear
anything?
something being said. It's in a language you don't have. There is swirling smoke and fire. If you peer in it and stare at it, you're going to study it.
Yeah,
Can you take a few
I
moments?
I would after she
I'm
works on
working.
me,
Yeah, I've got the
Yeah,
healing
while
kit
she's
out.
healing. Okay. So,
I'd look at Adriel and go, can you? It's just a beard of the
as you are staring at it through the smoke and swirls, you see a pair of eyes come out of the smoke and are staring back at you, in like a burning fire with like slitted eyes, staring back at you,
I can
and then they
roll
roll back into the smoke again.
I can roll arcane real quick while I'm doing the rest of that, but
If
it's okay, otherwise I'll just be like,
thinking
we don't have
arcane
time.
would be the best bet. Just any glimpse, but
okay.
that'd be pretty good. This would be like knowledge on something you might have read during your studies in the Magi Sorcery.
I got
no idea.
I got an 8.
No idea.
I'm like, Baylina, yes, I'm concerned, but I'm more concerned about getting you up and running for our spelunking edition. Expedition.
We can talk about this another time. It's creepy. I don't know.
Kalof says,
did
"Well,
you see
hold on.
chat?
While you are all doing this, I should go with you for this. I did not know there were any sub levels to the castle.
I'm going to be honest with you, Governor. I think at this point, being with us, even if we're going into danger, might be your safest bet.
Then I will send a message to the soldiers of the castle to begin cleaning. I'll send one to the ambassador. She's not in this room. And also, Baccarus is not in here either. When you look around, he is also not in here.
Okay, I was gonna say
The big body on the ground is the dwarf's
Okay.
masoner that they sent in, who's like a big body dude.
That's what I was gonna ask if Baccarus.
Nope, not here. It would have been this guy here is who it looked like it was from across the room, but it's not. It's somebody the masoner sent in. You know it's his second command for when he's not around. He's like, I believe that going with you is probably the best bet as well. I did not know about anything here. This castle was built on top of an old structure. We used it as the base. Most people do. It's less work. But I didn't know. We've searched. There was no dungeon dwellings other than the ones that we have built for cells and prisons. There was nothing else here. We searched and searched before we built. So, and I inherited this. I shouldn't say we. I should say the city did, the country did, not myself, obviously. I'm fine going with you. I think it is the best bet because he looks in the room. He's like, I don't want to be here when whatever did this because it wasn't that man. That man stood no more than 12 seconds. Somebody else did this, and I'm guessing is the person who did that. And he points at the shattered wall.
I mean, for all we know, maybe, right? But I'm like,
yeah,
all right,
no,
so...
man, that guy's a badass. What the fuck am I then?
No, so I'm just letting him take his victories right now because I don't need him panicking about things.
No. He was saying you guys did it, but he's more talking about the fact that there's no way he killed all these people. Some of these people are skilled in defending themselves. The marshal herself is slain many people in the name of Kalaman.
No, so I'm saying he may have a point. Like, we don't see blood coming out here, but that doesn't mean someone didn't come out here from that room. But while Leilina's checking on stuff and he's getting ready to go, like, as he's giving us the history lesson, my eyes flare a little bit, and I use Devil's Sight to look down to see if I can see anything 120 feet out through darkness.
It's a set of stairs that go down quite some distance. There is a trail of blood that leads in. They look like footprints, though. Not like they drag somebody, but like some, from the person destroying the wall moving in. There is a trail of blood from here to there.
Okay. Then I say it looks like blood, like bloody footprints, and then it turns to grayscale as it goes further in, but I'm glad I didn't use everything in the tank.
Right. Is there anything that the three of you and the governor want to do? And are you taking your gargoyle companion, your retinue, with you as well, or are you leaving him here?
Oh, he gets to come. He hasn't had a chance to play with us and all.
Okay.
Ever.
Then I will bring him with us.
All right.
I'm going to grab them all. Is there anything else you guys want to do while I prep our next section? Ask away.
Yeah, did on the marshal's body, was there any left, like, that I could take as, like, a remembrance?
The sword that she has laying in the pool of blood on the table. She has a pretty nice weapon. Her armor. She has keys to all of the prison cells on her.
I'll take that because that might be useful.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Some of the marshal's keys.
I have no use for that.
Also, you have heard that we, the city, have sent people to deal with encroaching Red Army from the west. The orders have been sent out, and she was supposed to go, but with the governor's new inability to do his job, she stayed behind. And instead of her going, Darrent went with Baccarus the Elder and Younger.
Oh boy.
Along with Terran from Vogler, which is the gentleman you guys met the night you had met briefly, just like in the big council room.
Right.
He was sent to go meet the soldiers and fight off this encroaching group of the Red Army. She didn't go. Probably would have still been alive if she went. She stayed behind to stop the governor from doing stupid shit.
We had been here soon.
I'll take her sword anyway. I'll take her sword at clubs.
It is a longsword. All right, yeah, longsword.
Okay.
Yep. It's a pretty nice longsword. It has the emblem of Kalaman on the cross hilt. On the pommel part of it, it has a sun pommel with rays that kind of come to a beam, kind of like a skull crusher. And then the rays that go out to make the cross hilt on it. And it has a sapphire in the middle behind, like, basically the cross hilt. It's got a sapphire in the back to kind of make the blue emblem.
Of Kalaman.
Yep.
Got a ruby and a sapphire now. Huh?
Wow.
Yeah. An emerald.
I was trying to find the symbol. This thing.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just take it.
All right.
Oh, the keys are going to be used.
She's covered in blood. She has keys. If you want to take the pack that's on her, you can take that as well, but you don't really have time. Unless you're going to take time to sort through it all.
No.
So do you take her pack and her belt pouch as well?
Sure, I'll just snatch it and just throw it in and let's just go.
Backpack and pouch in there. Okay, cool. You have the keys and you took her sword. All right. Her armor is got a hole through it, so it wouldn't really do any good, and you're not wearing plate mail.
No, I don't need any of that.
Anything else the group wants to do before you head down the stairs? Okay.
Start casting mending on everything.
No, we don't have time.
No,
Well, I
kidding.
mean, okay. He sent a message to the ambassador. She can kind of help clean up everything. So we are gonna go downstairs. I gotta grab 2 characters from here. I'm gonna move you all to this area. You should let me know if you can see. That purple circle that's there is for my character. Can you guys see?
Yes. I can, yes.
Okay. All right, so let me click this and let this one see a light as well.
8.
Because my camera is not showing. There we go. And I will read that off when we get to it. And then you said the governor is coming with you, and you're going to bring Ttrpg as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not opposed to this.
We don't know what's going to happen. Safety in numbers, hopefully.
Yeah, that worked great for the council. Safety in numbers. All right. Cutting them. I'm going to bring them over as well for us. So this is a part of the actual adventure, this setup. This is something that comes with Dragonlance and came with the Roll20 build-out. I will tell you that from the 2 people I know that have ran this, they had a TPK.
Oh, good. I'm definitely glad I didn't spend everything in my tank.
Uh-huh. That's why there was TPK. So with that, I'm going to bring it on screen for the audience to see. Actually, I'll read this off first. I'm going to read this off, and then I will do that. Let's see if this works this time. Nope, still no go. Super frustrated that that's not working. So let me give you the readout for this piece of it in the catacombs. As you move down these thick, old stairs that have been here for longer than any of you, I think, have been alive. There is a semi-purple glow when you hit the bottom of the stairs. And no, it is not this. This is just my camera, so I can see in the room for you all. I'm going to give a brief description. As you hit the bottom of the stairs, there is a door. It is sculpted of somber knights that stand in an alcove along your corridor as you come down the stairs. It looks like it was once sealed at some point in time, but is now shattered into pieces across the floor. Beyond the opening, a steep flight of stairs descends down below. There's a violet light at the bottom of the stairs, and the sound of crackling flames emanate. There is sounds of other stone being shattered and broken as you make your way to the last stair at the bottom. When the group arrives, I need to know if anyone is casting any spells out of the gate, or if you are all just leaving it as is as you hit the bottom of the stairs.
I cast Reveal Thyself.
That is not a spell, you're a rogue.
Who's leading us down there?
That was going to be my next question.
Well, Adriel, were you going first?
I can go first.
If not,
Yeah, I just laid us in order, so you can put yourselves wherever you want. Just don't go further than these squares. I'll move this forward.
I would have gone first just because I can boost my armor most easily out of a lot of us.
Sure.
I mean, I am a paper tank, but I would go first. I'm not casting any spells until I see something worth casting on.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. That makes sense to me.
I'll put. I'm gonna just lay my. Or I'm gonna cast resist.
Okay. Resistance it is.
Okay.
D4. The saving throw if you need it.
Okay.
I'm not going to use inspiration or anything yet. Is anyone injured?
I am.
Yeah, I can only do so much with my healing.
The governor, he says, if you'd like, I can heal some of your wounds. I don't have a lot of that for the day, but I can definitely patch up some of it if you'd like, Valina.
Yes, I would appreciate it. Going to be very important.
20 points of healing.
I am full.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Let me make a roll. Nope. Oh, yes. He goes, Gauntlet, that's quite a piece of work that you have. Why are you carrying a soul stone on your gauntlet?
The what? A soul stone?
That is what that gem is that's on there. That is a soul stone.
Someone is trapped in here.
Or thing, but yes. Yeah, absolutely. I remember my studies a little bit in my college years, but I'm more now than I used to. I think the regressing in age has helped me a little bit.
Well, it just appeared during the ghost fight upstairs.
Before
don't
you
tell-
killed him, or before I killed him, or after?
Before.
Well, then it isn't him, so that's good.
Okay. Well, like I said, mysteries for later.
Oh,
So these doors are closed.
Yes, those are closed.
All right. I guess.
I'll give you the rundown for the room here really quick. Stairs descend into a stone chamber engulfed in violet flames. Not violent. That's later. Violet
That's
flames. That's for later.
All right.
In the fire stands 4 dignified statues of Knights of Solamnia. At the east end of the room lies a antechamber before a set of stone double doors. There's a 5th statue that depicts a bison-headed warrior. The flames engulf the room. So I want to explain, they dance and move throughout all of it. It's not like they're just one spot, but there is no heat emanating from them.
Okay.
What do y'all want to do?
I'm gonna assume it's magical. Can I roll Arcana to see if I can figure out what would have caused this?
Arcana or history.
Okay.
A history is at a disadvantage, but it will give you more pertinent information.
I will look around the room with my eye for.
Okay, that'll be
Okay.
perception.
I will do Arcana just because I'm very bad at history.
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
Nope.
I'll try the history.
roll the 2.
All right. History at disadvantage.
I got a 22 for Arcana.
They are
That's the
magical
best I can do.
for sure. They don't give off heat, which is very odd. When you get down to the foot of the steps, they kind of move to the torches in the room and don't float in the center of the room anymore.
Okay. Well, we can try and go forward. As long as these flames stay parted. I would cast Detect Magic, except we already know they're magical, so...
And what did you get on religion?
Not enough. I got
What did you get on a high die?
a high one, 18.
Okay. On the 18, while you don't know what the flames are, you do notice all the knights and why they are Solamnic knights. At the far end here, you recognize the statue as a deity of some form. In history, there's been depictions of one of the deities as a bison-headed deity. Specifically, if you remember correctly, you believe it's Kiri Jolith. That's all I can really give you with those checks. When you walk in, as soon as your foot hits, splayed across the walls here and here, the flames move to them, and they begin to depict some form of an image. Within a matter of moments, they form into kind of like a moving scene. There's a Knight of Solamnia on the northern wall, or the left wall, if you were looking at the entrance. And he is, behind him, got a group of elven travelers. As they move from one side of the wall to the other, there are orc raiders that he is fighting off. As the scenes change, as the flames move, depicting the scene, one of the elven women fall into the knight's arms, and a silhouette of a human woman on the other wall turns her back to him and fades out of the fire, and then all of the fire fades away. And then the fire disappears in this room and slides across the floor and moves into the other room, into the antechamber around the bison.
Getting like a little love story down here.
It
Possibly.
sounds like a love story ended in tragedy.
Also possible. What would the group like to do? Nothing else you see in the room besides what I depicted for you.
I think the two of you know me well enough to know I didn't pay much attention to book learning in school, so...
Yeah, it's like,
I
remember a lot of book learning. If you have questions, do you want me to take a look at things?
I mean, does this story that just played out in front of us, does that ring any bells, sir?
Well, he walks down, he's like, well, these are Knights of Solamnia. That is for sure true.
And I'm gonna, stay next to him in case anything wild happens.
Torek is going to stay with him as much as possible unless told otherwise. Does that sound
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
fine.
like the best plan?
Yeah.
He's like, each one is a Knight of Solamnia. Let me see here. That is Kiri Jolith. That is the god of honor and war. He points into the antechamber. So, but I don't know what this purple flames are. That's new to me. Yeah, no, everything else. Yeah, these are old armors, though. These are, I mean, if I'm correct, these are pre-cataclysmic Knights of Solamnia.
Well, Lidara did say that the old lord shouldn't be down here getting whatever it is he's getting.
Well,
But you saw the story though, Governor. The images on the wall.
I
didn't you?
don't know anything about that.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like a knight, as Knight of Solamnia, saved some form of elves from something. I mean, knights save everybody back in the day before they were hated by everyone, but...
No, I was more curious about the elven woman that fell and the human woman that walked away. I was wondering if maybe that had
I couldn't see their
bearing on
faces,
this?
and they're, while you can tell what they are, the faces are not very defined.
Okay. I guess I'm going to go into this antechamber here, unless anyone
I'll follow her.
has any thoughts.
All right, well, move yourselves all into that area then. This is a huge door. The ceilings in here are 15 foot tall. I'll move you in here, and I'll move Diane with yours, thank you. They're 15 foot tall. There are not really any inscriptions on the door, but the fire kind of burns on it right now. And the doors are the height of the room. And they are solid stone from what you can tell looking at them.
Is there blood on the door at all?
Yeah, where's the? Oh yeah, the blood.
Yes,
we saw the
there
blood
is
going.
There are two bloody handprints on the door.
And
About human
do they-
size.
okay, they look human size.
Mhm.
Lena, I'm not the best
A little
at...
height higher than probably. Well, what's the tallest person here out of your group?
Probably Torek.
Yeah,
What-
I'm
what
like
is he,
5'7".
7 foot?
Yeah,
Torek
he's
7
probably...
foot? About the height of Torek, you're guessing, from where the hands are in the door. Pretty close,
Great.
though. 6'8", 6'6", somewhere in that frame.
Ethereal?
I'm not the best at looking for traps. I just look to see if things are locked so I can escape
Let
when
me
I'm
look.
kicked out. But I can help you.
Okay. That's just
So I'll-
perception, right?
Yeah, and I'm just aiding, so you get advantage unless there's
Okay.
a disadvantage
Nope,
from
no
this.
disadvantage. So you're going to
Okay.
move up to the door and search for traps. All right, I will move here.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What does your aid give me?
I give you
Roll
advantage.
Advantage.
Ooh,
Roll again.
yes. Okay,
That's why.
better.
That's why I'm like I'm helping you. I
Yeah,
use it to break in and
6
out of
2
women's
plus
homes so their
7,
husbands
then.
don't get
Doesn't
married.
seem
Roll
trapped.
the
The,
4.
16 plus 7 gives you a Michael Jordan.
Lord and Savior.
the ghost shows back up with 300 hit points. No, no, there
Go
is
away, you blasphemous being!
Blasphemous.
Number 32,
Pretender.
get out of my life.
there is
Pretender.
nothing. There is no traps. It just seems to be solid stone. Like looking over it, I'm assuming you're not making contact with it because of the fire that's on it. But again, no heat kicks off of it.
Heat.
I don't know. The governor's like, I'd not seen it before. It's nowhere else in the castle or in the capital.
Those,
Wait, does this purple
those
flame look like the skeleton flame?
That's
Sure
what I was
fucking
about to
does.
ask as well.
Okay.
Sure.
I think Alden and I like do like that anime like eye contact thing, and we're both like,
And the camera cuts to both of you looking at each other
Yes.
across the Kirigilla statue. Yeah.
yes.
Kirigilla statue also making eye contact.
And it keeps
I
like,
mean, it would
jumping back,
surprise me.
and forth, and the camera's just closer.
And closer.
And then right on her eyeballs.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that.
Exactly.
Fuckers.
Exactly.
Weirdos.
That's what we are. Okay. New plan. Don't touch the flames. Governor, I don't know if you remember, but when we were attacked during the first council meeting,
Yes.
some of the soldiers turned into those skeletons. They spouted this same purple flame when it happened.
I do remember that. I just don't know what it is.
Well, I think that this may have been what caused your illness, actually. That's why I'm very cautious about any of us touching
Oh,
it.
wonderful.
Aldrin, can
But
you...
I don't know if it's an illness. I feel quite well now. Oh, you're
Well,
talking about the previous one with
yeah.
the yes.
Yeah.
And he like touches his ears to make sure they're normal. Yes,
They're still normal.
I do remember that. Yeah.
So, I don't want to touch the door to open it if we're gonna get cursed.
I don't know. I mean, it
All
doesn't.
those-
There's no. He like puts his hand close, but he doesn't touch. He's like, there's no heat to it.
I'm concerned about the magic from the flames, not necessarily the heat. I'm concerned about any lingering curses or anything like that.
Right. No, I understand.
Aldrin, can you do something about this door? Or do you have to make contact?
It's best if I make contact with it, but I don't have much of that left. Get out of this place.
Did you use it when we got
did.
here?
Well, I used it to see how many bodies were inside that room.
Okay, yeah.
I've only got 2 pieces. I mean, here, let me try something else. Let me see if I can make something work. And he is going to he pulls out like a little potion bottle, and then he like flicks some blue powder in it, shakes it up, throws it at the flame as it like explodes on it into what looks like almost like 2 rock hands, like doing those. And I'm gonna
Very metal.
try doing dispel magic.
Okay.
Okay.
So I mean, any spell of 3rd level or lower it'll end, but ability check, spellcasting ability, DC equals 10 plus the spell level. I need to check to see. I mean, if I can even do it. I mean, did it? No.
Fire
It just straight up.
flickers a touch, but does not go out.
I was gonna say, do you need to like damage yourself in order to get some inspiration, or you have something that you can?
Yeah, I do that. Well, I'll go to get a little bit closer, and I stub my toe on the statue. Well, yeah, I'll go with some damage. Chat,
Okay.
2d6, please.
2d6 to
2d6.
chat. We'll use Kyler's here. While this is going on, we're waiting for the roll. You see the governor pull out a scroll. It's blood all over it, and he's like, I did take this from the table. The man was carrying it earlier. And he like breaks the black rose wax seal and starts to unroll it as he's trying to power through dispelling. What did you get, Aldrin, on your second roll?
I got a 14.
So what's that total? Oh, is that your total? 14.
That is the total.
It flickers again, but does not go out.
Take 9
Oh,
points.
You take 9 points.
Ow! My fucking toe!
Okay, keep your
He
voice
says,
down.
he
that
scrolls
really
it. He's like, oh, this is old Slamnik. He's like, people of Kalaman, I exert my rightful claim as ruler of the this motherfucker.
Maybe don't.
Ruler of the province of
Maybe don't read it
Nightland.
out loud.
Submit or flee, Lord Lauren Soth, Knight of the Rose. And he rolls it back up. He's like,
I'm sorry. What now?
what is Nightland?
Yeah. Hi. Could we get back to the part about Lord Soth?
Who? I don't know who he is. I rolled.
Yeah. No.
I made my
we're-
roll. Anybody else can make a history check for the name Lord Soth.
I'm
Uh,
going to.
So I had all my good rolls last week.
I got a natural 20
And 18.
for a total of 20.
The following information you know about Lord Soth. Knight
Morning,
and ruler Lord Soth was a knight of Solamnia of the Order of the Robes. He ruled the province of Nightland, N-I-G-H-T, when it was known as Nightland, K-N-I-G-H-T, because it's spelled K-N-I-G-H-T in the scroll he is reading.
Okay.
You would know that the gods gave Soth the opportunity to redeem himself at some point in time for something. What was your total?
I got 20.
To redeem himself, and this was pre-Cataclysm. So
Okay.
Soth is old. You don't know what it was for. There's no written history on it anywhere. And you're not a knight, so you don't really have the extra deets.
Right.
You know that he has a very
I?
tarnished reputation. And that he is not liked widespread by people back then. And the Knights of Salamia now aren't liked either.
Okay.
And that's about all I can really tell you with that check. What were you asking, Diana? Can you what?
Sorry, would I have known anything? The ex-knight.
What did you get on a history check?
At 8.
Lord Soth has a tarnished reputation, and it is because he did not complete his quest, and they blame him for the cataclysm.
So I think between the two of us, I'm like, I actually was paying attention during class one time because it was a very nice view. Anyway,
Fuck.
it was talking about Lord Soth, like pre-cataclysm, like some sort of tarnished knight, and I even think Becklin was talking about there's a reason why the knights aren't liked anymore.
Correct.
Like maybe this Lord Soth is
She
related to that?
said in a quote that a Knight of the Rose tarnished the Solamnic Knight's name. She had never said a name of who it was.
well, no, but I was like someone had tarnished
Yep.
their knight name. But this is like
Correct.
hundreds of years ago. Liliana, do you have any information? And then that's when you can tell us about how he didn't do his shit.
Yeah, he had a quest and
Didn't
failed
do
it.
his quest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he failed his quest. So with that, the god of Kiri Jolith is behind you, the statue. That's honor and war, so there's no way that is really related to this person in the letter. But the Solamnic Knights as a whole was Paladine and Kiri Jolith were the two most common. Habaduk also, but those were the two most common, followed by the order. Each one of the knights' orders follow their own deity, usually. They're not all the same. So with that, door's still closed. What does the group want to do?
Aldrin, did you tell us when you met Leodara the first time? Did you tell us how old her dialect was?
Yeah, I explained that to you guys that it was super old.
Wait, didn't she come down the stairs?
No,
No,
she
no.
turned the corner and she's fucking vanished again.
Listen, that ghost up there basically had that scroll saying, "Hey, Lord Soth is taking his castle back."
It was in the dead body's hands on the ground.
Right. I don't actually gamble a lot. I just like to splash out on weddings and whatever, but I'm willing to gamble on this Lord Soth maybe being the person who's down here.
It's a very good question, Nessie.
Um,
Or I can use my gauntlet.
Well, I don't know if that's gonna... So the thing about the cape with the mage hand is that it's a weight limit of 10 pounds.
Correct. These are solid stone doors.
Right.
And that purple flame is on the door?
Correct.
Yeah. But you know what I can try and do?
Muscle mage it?
No, I'm going to reach out with my cloak to see if there's any hidden messages.
Nope.
Either within the flame or okay.
Nope, just a solid stone door with the blood print. The bloody prints are also not burning away from the flame. They're just there. Almost look like they're trying to get through the door. Like they're around the seams and around the edges, and they wash over the door once in a while.
So are they vanishing and then showing back up?
No, they don't disappear. They just kind of flow.
Okay.
Like alcohol fire.
Right.
What does the group want to do?
I don't know if we should open this door. Like, if it's keeping the flame out.
The governor's like, if this person or whatever is down here that opened these doors, and that woman, which, by the way, I have not seen her before, if she is saying that we need to stop something down here, even if we don't trust her 100%, this was an unknown place before. And if whatever destroyed the stone within my castle, and is now claiming that whatever the hell Nightland is their own again, is here, even if that woman was lying to us, we should at least look through this place. There are Knights of Solamnia outside in the city right now that my knights are with. We have no idea what is going on, and my entire council was slaughtered, and the only lead we have is someone moved down here.
So while we're talking, I'm gonna... Velina, can you help me look? Maybe, like, there's, like, marks, like, from it being opened and shut?
Just the bloody
Like
handprints.
No, I mean, like, on the ground. Like,
Nope.
is there scraping?
Push. Looks like it's a push then.
Push?
There's no marks
push.
coming in. There's no handles on this side. There's solid stone slab doors with like Solamnic orient stuff on it.
All right.
Ornamentation. That's the word I was
I don't
looking for.
wanna-
Ornamentation.
Let me just.
I don't
Alright.
want to keep...
Don't want you to.
There's stuff we can.
No, I mean, we can. I was
Governor,
just-
please...
Let's just push it open.
No,
The governor walks
flame-
over. He feels strong in his
Please don't
young
say
years.
anything?
Yeah, don't do it.
He's like, wait a minute. First off, why is there a stone that has been following me and moving? What the hell is this? And he points to Torak.
Oh no, this is a Torek. This is actually protector of the Estide house here in the city.
He said hello. And he walks towards the door. He's like, do you want me just to push this open?
Let me do it.
Well, hold on. Would Torque get infected? If it's a curse?
Curses
Also
can
Torque's-
affect anything.
I mean, this is maybe metagamey, but we know retainers are actually pretty tough, so it might be worth him trying to
But he's
do
also-
it.
Nope,
made out of
it's
stone.
that's when they're taking damage. Saves or
Okay.
saves.
Saves or saves. Well, then I'm going to... So I had cut out, and my mic had dropped. Not my mic, my headphones had dropped. So I'm like, before anyone does anything... I'm going to use a spell, meta magic.
Okay.
I'm using subtle spell. I'm putting it in chat. Let me just look up the spell real quick.
Are you putting it in our Discord one?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do. I got it open.
Grab that real quick, and then I can affect 3 people. So, using subtle spell.
Okay.
That way, so if Torak, Velina, or the governor run into any issues and have to make any sort of rolls, that will-
I'm with you.
Okay.
Secret.
So secret. So after I concentrate a little bit, my eyes flare just the tiniest bit.
And
They
subtle
mean
means
any-
I can't tell what you're doing as the
Correct.
governor.
Correct. Well, yeah, because it's no verbal and no
I know,
static
I know.
material. So,
Velina, how strong are you? As you start to push, the door does not move. Torax is like, do you want me to assist you?
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, I've never shown. I don't know if I have shown him. We haven't seen him recently, Torak, but I will.
It's been a hot minute.
I will pull him
yeah, it has
up.
been a hot minute.
I will pull him up. Let me close this, and let me pull up
Days
our
in the city.
retainers.
We've been out of the city for a long time.
We have been.
Lemon says, "Will this cursed hurt help me?"
So
Help me out
here's
again.
Torak. He's like a stone lion beast-like creature. I have grizzle resistance if I need it. I won't use that right now. I will just assist you. Was you hit a door and he hits a door, the fire moves out of the way of your hands. Does not touch you. As you push on one, he pushes on another. Between the two of you, you could get the door open. This thing, how one person could open this makes no sense. Like, if the person who came in here and opened this on his own, the fact that he shattered the walls and stuff is evident in how strong he is. Just in the fact that this door, like, mechanically, you need over a 20 strength to open. Combined, you can do it, but you only get to count half of your strength if you're assisting. So between the two of you, you get it pushed. Now, I'm going to move something so you can see into the next area. And I will give the next description. I will slide this here. And I will move our camera into the next room. Who's going in first?
I can go.
All right. Torak will stay back and do his job, which he's been asked to watch the governor.
I'll stay in the middle so I can keep my concentration on those three people.
The fire washes through the room. And along the floor and walls, another scene begins to play out. The knight from the previous vision kind of emerges out of the fire on the floor. And a vision of him walking away from the group. Behind all of you as you walk in the room, there are a group of knights like yelling at him as he is walking away from them. The scene fades away and then reemerges towards the end of the hallway. What looks to be a knight and an elven woman getting married from the previous scene. And then the fires wash away and they go down the hall and around the corner. Now, in the room itself that you're in, to the north and south, there are sarcophagi. You're definitely in crypts of some form. This long chamber blazes in violent flame along the walls. Even after that leaves, it leaves behind this, like, purplish hue everywhere. The walls are lined with alcoves. Within each lie bodies wrapped in yellow cloth, like old yellowed cloth. Braziers rest at the end of the hall. A section of the wall has been smashed to the southwest, which is what you see here, behind the sarcophagi, creating a crude tunnel to the catacombs beyond. To the southeast stands a closed stone door. And that's down here, kind of around this corner they're talking about.
Okay, well, I'll just move so I can see, I guess.
Hey, you can put yourselves in the room wherever you want. Totally fine.
Does
But there are
this look-
sarcophagi everywhere.
Yeah, does this look like fresh?
I'll put this in the middle so you see. Yeah, it does look pretty fresh. There's still, like, rocks and stuff falling off the walls and ceiling.
Okay.
Oh,
Do any of you have light?
I mean, I don't need it, but I mean...
Do you have dark
I would've-
vision?
I have the double sight, so I can...
How far is it?
120.
All right, I'm going to put on night vision for you and give you 120.
Okay.
Now you can see a little better.
Okay. I mean, I don't...
I have some torches.
Would you like to light
Yeah.
a torch for yourself? 25, if I remember correctly. I will say bright light, 25, and then dim light. 25, I think is what it is, right? Yeah, 25. Here you go. And now everybody can see off that. We'll just use your torch for now unless somebody else wants to carry a torch.
I have a wooden lantern.
Are you going to carry that and use your gauntlet and use a sword?
Just light the way, please.
Okay.
It's too hard for me.
So this,
Right.
and I say like this looks fresh. So maybe whoever it is down here went through this way. But do we want to take a look at everything else first and make sure we
Yeah.
don't miss anything?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I was gonna say survival check. Seen any bloody footprints or anything on the ground?
No, none.
Okay.
But now, perception check for fighting. Anything out of the ordinary?
No, just there's sarcophagi everywhere in every nook and cranny. As you walk through here, I will say the doors do slowly close.
Okay. Well, can try
The
and
bodies look very old.
Yeah, they're yellowed cloth. They're very old.
Okay.
well, I'm not one for actually disturbing the dead, and we try to treat them respectfully even at our fort. So let's continue that tradition.
Do they have names on the bodies? Like
No.
no?
No.
We don't.
Okay.
Do they have the symbols of the Knights of Salamnia?
They do. Knight of the Sword.
Knight of the Sword.
Which
Okay.
is, for those who don't know, the Knight of the Sword looks like a shield and a sword like this.
Okay.
Turn a little bit. There you go.
Well, it looks like our knight who bombed out got married,
Okay.
and then maybe something bad happened. Baylina, do you want me to... Well, I mean, we've got light so they can see us, but do you want me to try and sneak up further here near this thing? Just because I can see?
Now-
It's up to you.
I will say that in the alcoves on each of the people you see there are, in total counting as you're moving through, there are 15 Knights of Salamnia that are buried here. They're wearing rusted plate armor with a long sword on each one of them.
Yes, I have a very wild question, but I'm going to ask.
Sure.
Does the elf from all the visions seeing resemble the elf that told us to come down here?
No, the vision, like I said, the faces aren't very
Okay, so it's just
detailed.
Like
You can see the
shadow
ears, you can see the
silhouettes.
slender features, but they're more like storyboard pictograms than they are detailed paintings of people.
okay.
And you said the vision of the knight walked down towards this dais thing and went to the right.
Yes.
I'll try and sneak ahead.
People are playing some Easttide treasure rolls in case you want to rob graves.
Let's wait until after we successfully get out.
With you.
And
I
then we
see
Wait
you.
a second. Did you say that there's Easttide treasure cards?
A ton of them.
Oh my god. All
Don't
right, well,
worry. I haven't done my craziness for the episode yet.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we could hold.
Now, I will say this passes through into another area.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if there's anything here worth checking out
Oh,
before
okay,
we go through
cool.
that area. So I'm
So-
gonna sneak ahead.
All right, give me your stealth.
Okay. Correction. I'm going to try.
Or passive
Sneak
stealth.
ahead.
You're just passive stealth.
Oh, my passive still.
Unless you get within 30 foot of something, I'll make you roll. So right now it's
So
just
my passive is a 16.
For those who don't know, we use passive stealth and passive perception in this. Unless you're within 30 foot of something or going to strike or attack something from a distance, passive versus passive makes it much faster than rolling every round. Okay, so at the end of this is the brazier. The
Right.
fires do coalesce in here. Also at the end, there is a big stone door here.
Okay.
Very similar to the last one, but a single door.
A single door.
And then the
Excuse
broken
me.
passage. That's the only things there are to see.
Okay. I know it's dark vision, but do I see like any wet splotches on
Now,
the door?
The blood path that you were following is gone at this point.
Is gone. Okay.
You know, the last place you saw it was at the door.
Right.
The big double.
I was just checking. So
No, yeah.
then I'll come back and I'll say, okay, well, if that man or whatever that we saw in the story vision, there is a door. It's a single door, but it's as big as the ones that we just came through. But this this is like fresh, so I'm thinking that whoever we're coming after may have tried to skip ahead maybe and made their own entrance.
Possibly.
Do we want to scout through here first before we start opening up another door?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to go ahead since I don't need light?
You want to?
Okay.
Very careful.
Well, I tend to live a little dangerously, but this is definitely caution is the better part of valor, so I will take Aileen's advice. I am going to, I guess, move at quarter speed if this isn't big enough, but I'm going to, again, do passive stealth.
All right, so as soon as you walk into the alcove, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. So into the, so just let me roll first. It doesn't really matter, I suppose.
Nope, you don't get any further than the first square right away.
The first square right away.
So you are here.
That was a 5. So,
X card.
X card. X card means something bad has happened to you that offends your
is there-
sensibilities.
No, I said,
No.
is there a Dex card?
Oh,
a dex card. That's
There
not going to
are
help
dex.
with my roll. So I think.
I thought you said X card. It's like, this tunnel offends me. It's too rough for my liking.
Finds a man, don't want to crawl.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
I will use inspiration for damage. There's nothing here that
Give
I
me
feel like I
2d6,
can
everybody, and then pick yourself an inspiration for damage.
twist it. Let me go through here. Go all the way up. Well, there we go. I'll just grab one from Kyler from 30-something days ago.
Okay.
Complete. That was worth it. That is a 19.
A 19. Okay.
I don't know what damage I took, so maybe it's not worth it.
As the passage crumbles, as you're moving through, it seals it off,
Chwa!
and
Yikes!
you are on your own on the other side.
Okay. All right. Oh. I'm looking
Crap.
at myself, and I'm like, well, that was a thing that happened.
Sure was. Could have been worse. I don't know how, but
Well, I mean, it could be worse. I could have had no light sources on me, or
True.
any sort of vision at all.
true.
Could have been me.
It could have been me.
So then I guess I'm gonna, until you say differently, I guess I'm gonna use my passive stealth with no light
Yeah,
and just
well,
my dark vision.
Before
to
you
figure it
move any
out.
further,
Okay.
I'm going to block this. So it's not visible through anymore as it collapses. You can no longer see her.
Damn.
As dust and debris settles, Torak goes, should we move to the door she spoke of at the end to get this open?
Oh, we definitely should. Yeah,
Unless
we
you
gotta
have a...
get
Wait, do you have a way to move us through that?
through rubble? No, not so much through rubble. That is definitely beyond my capability.
Be happy you made that roll, because if you would have failed that roll, you would have taken 4d10 and been collapsed inside the tunnel and possibly got stuck if you failed really bad.
I mean,
So-
so like I said, I took some damage for the inspiration,
Yep.
but I'm not stuck.
Nope, you're not
So-
stuck.
Well, you guys are figuring it out. I just want to say, like, real quick. So, like, the camera can't really see it, I suppose, but Adriel can see her own stuff. So she, like, goes to her scroll case, pulls out a scroll, like,
Okay.
squints at it, reads it.
Okay. And the camera slides back through the dust and debris to the group running around the corner. And Torak, instead of fucking around and waiting for you to do traps, charges the door.
Oh wow.
Like you do.
You want the
The
no,
hefty boy.
And he hits it and fucking bounces off of it, and it does not budge. And he looks to Valina and goes, "This is just like the last one."
Hey, let me help you.
Or are you sure it's not a pull door?
It is not a pull door.
Well, I was just asking. That's cool.
All right, so you're going to move up and help. The governor is going to stay back about 5 foot, just in case. Both of you together can push the door open. Pretty much the same as before. Super heavy, hard to open, but you can get it moved together and opened up. Let me move our dynamic lighting piece here. And you can see into the next room. So with being able to see in the next room, I will ask the group, are you going to sprint yelling for her? Are you being quiet? How does this group operate?
Quiet.
I mean, hurriedly but quiet.
All right.
Yeah.
So move yourselves to the next room.
That's right. That's right, serving hands. Pushing a pull door.
Right, pushing a pull door.
Biggest challenge.
The violet flames engulf this room as soon as you walk in and blaze. The walls are faded with mosaics of blacksmith's forging as the fires kind of outline the depictions carved into the wall in the 2 alcoves. To the north and south and west, there are alcoves here and here. You can see little portcullis on each side. To the west are weapons hanging from the walls. You can kind of see down the hall a smattering of weapons and a shattered door. Past that door, you can see Adriel on the other side.
Oh.
Did not get separated that far, although I would say if people did not have a high enough strength, you could get fucked and trapped on the other side of that door. A fire.
Good thing we all work out at the same gym.
Sure. Exactly, right? A fire appears between the split party, and this time you see the following. I'm going to move this over so I can read this easier.
It's safe to assume that I can see
Yes,
them.
it's in between the both of you moving down the
Yeah.
hall, and it's
I got a
3-dimensional
torch.
this time instead of being flat.
Okay.
The knight this time seems to be looking into the sky as a beam of divine light strikes him, and in that beam of light, the woman that he married, it looks like she's pleading with him for some reason. He dons his armor. The scene changes as he mounts onto a steed, then heads off down a road before the scene disappears. The woman in tears as the fires fan out, hit the floor, and spread across the walls again, igniting this place in purple flame. In this area, there's a portcullis, and in this one, there's one. I'm going to move the camera to here so you can kind of see into each room a little better. There's a sarcophagi on each side. And like I said, there's depictions of, it looks like forge masters and blacksmiths all over the walls through here. Anything you all want to do here? And Adriel, are you going to move back to the party and the shattered door? Or are you going to move forward?
I'm going to go here and I'm going to use minor illusion.
Okay.
To kind of cast my voice out a little bit to be like, hey, I'm on the other side, but not shouting, but so they can.
I mean, you can just see them.
Hear me, right? But I mean,
it's only 30 foot.
Yeah. Could we have seen so now it's the actual 3D images? Was that image any clearer, or
Nope.
is it still kind of blurry? Okay.
Yeah, still blurry. Some N64 level shit.
Right. Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. First 3D
PlayStation
models.
1.
GoldenEye level.
All right, then definitely it was one of them was a super short.
Yeah. But there are 2 tombs. If you're walking by, you can see the one to the north. There's a skeleton clutching an axe. Everybody else has had swords. The south one is empty. Well, it looks empty from where you are. Nothing big and apparent there.
Frankhouse, what are these 3 dots? What is
Portcullis, bars, you can see into the rooms.
Yeah.
The dropping grates.
that? Oh, okay.
Or in the words of Brian Waz, porculus.
Porculus.
So
Best
the one to the
mispronunciation
north-
of all time.
The one to the north looks the most different out of the ones, essentially.
He's got an axe. Whatever it is that's buried there has an axe laying on top. And they're laying on the slabs, so that makes sense to you. Those are the actual bodies on top of them.
Okay. It's out of the corner of my eye, but it looks like there might be another tunnel over here. Do you guys want to check that out while I take a look at the rest of this hallway? Because I don't. Is this door big enough for people to walk through, or is it like?
It's just shattered. You can walk right through.
Oh, okay.
It's just a shattered door.
All right.
Where's the mayor and Torek? Come back.
In that room, yes, there is another crushed area that has been dug out again.
Oh boy. Well, if before we go down, I guess I would like to take a look and have someone who is a professional take a look at it for structural integrity, because getting hit with a bunch of rocks and almost trapped in a tunnel was not my idea of a fun time.
Survival check.
While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna go down this hallway real quick.
Is anyone looking into this before you go into the next area? Is anyone opening up the portcullis or walking through them? There are levers on the outside to open them. They're not like they're hidden or anything like that.
I don't want to take anything.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to be respectful and
Can
not
I get a
setting off traps or
religion
whatever.
check from anyone who's trained in religion?
No.
Preferably trained?
I mean, I can roll, but I'm not trained. Yeah, I'm not proficient.
I
I'll roll
will
anyway, but I'm
roll.
not
That's what I meant. I will roll for Miat then. He says,
I got nothing.
these-
Ooh, Adam.
Walther, what did you get, Adam?
I got a 20.
Okay.
No.
Between you and him, you know that the northern tomb, with the skeleton clutching the axe, you believe that that is a forge master of some form, probably buried with something that they made. To the south, you do see, looking through the portcullis with the mare, there is a amulet on the other body, and it looks like it is a holy symbol to Rorax, which is the god of the forge. Or god of craft, I should say. And that's on this one to the south. An amulet on it. And then there is the broken passage yet again, smashed like before, and then there's the hallway this way.
I really don't feel good about taking anything, but maybe...
It's up to you. These are not knights. I will be very specific.
Right, so but what I'm thinking is maybe our patron would like to see some of this in case it can help with his projects.
The mayor looks at you and goes, "Who's your patron? I thought you worked for me."
For Jordan.
Michael Jordan? Yes, my
Oh, you mean a
patron
dead
is
man
Michael
upstairs?
Jordan. No.
No, he's 32.
He's
He's
32.
an imposter.
We do work for you, but when you were incapacitated, we were working with someone else to try and figure out what we could do to keep Capwn safe. I'll roll deception.
Yeah, you should do that. You should do that. You should roll deception. Can I get a d20 roll from the audience? With advantage. I'm going to spend Takesis points.
Right, we gave him a...
Mm-hmm. A little shady. What did you get?
I'm waiting to see what chat gets. I'll tell you right now. Right now, I have a 25.
Okay. Let's see what they get. With advantage. I think you can do exclamation point advantage if I remember correctly. Let's see what they roll.
I think no one wants to roll after what's been happening.
Yeah, I know. Well, there's a delay. Yeah. It's the delay.
11 and a 17.
17, and you got a what?
I got a 25 right now.
He, looking at you, says, we'll talk about this afterwards. I thought you worked for me. If you're working for another government or somebody else, I think we need to have a sit-down conversation, the four of us. Torak looks to Aldrin and goes,
Well, I mean, that's why I was going to say, like, I got that because then I was going to spend a card, but never mind.
did you get a 30? Is there a way for you to get a 30? It's the one skill that the governor is good at.
No. We can talk afterwards.
Well, then let's make it through this, and well, maybe one of us won't make it, and the conversation won't need to happen. That's not a threat. That's just. Oh God, I didn't mean that threateningly.
I was gonna say you better hope it's me because you're more important right now.
I just meant like this is bad.
Okay, Let's
And,
go
and so
back
and
to-
so when Adriel says that part where it's like you better hope it's me who dies, like she's being serious. Like she does work for someone else in addition to the governor, but everything that she's been doing has been to save him. So when she
Okay.
says that, there's no lip. It's being honest. Like if someone's gonna die here, she'd rather have it be her because he needs to keep the government stable.
So as a group, are we going to try to fit through the tunnel? Or are we
I
going to
wanted-
go this way?
I wanted to take a look at this real quick.
Yeah, we'd probably go through the broken door.
All right, I'm going to slide this and move the camera into here.
There's a tunnel going north. Aww.
That's the one that's all buried. At the
Yeah, that's
end
the one
of
that I got
this-
wrecked in.
Yeah. At the end of this, this is a mosaic. Fire washes through all the walls here as well.
Again.
Mosaics of knights riding armored stallions over the walls of this room and are lined in violet flames. To the east lies a shattered stone door, and north of it, there's gaps of a tunnel that lead back to the catacombs, which is now collapsed. The west end of the room stands a statue of a rearing horse and 2 stone doors leading south. When you get to there, out of the flames, there is a vision again that appears. I shouldn't say a vision, a scene. It's not really visions. This one is the same knight talking to some form of elven workers, it looks like, or maybe attendants. The elven woman that was in the first vision, these look like the same ones that he had saved. When they are putting their hands up, telling them no, there is a flash as the knight pulls his sword, slays, kills, and decapitates all the attendants of the elven woman from the first scene. In rage, he turns his back, and the fires materialize into 2 skeletal war horses.
Of course they do.
Literally here.
Oh, okay.
As they appear, these large skeletal war horses stop twice on the ground, and they look like they're ready to fight. But they do not make the first move.
You want to have carrot cake?
That is amazing. The universal horse fixer, carrot cake.
Carrot cake. Anyone who have that special recipe from Commander Ire?
Yeah, right. Is there anything?
It tamed a nightmare.
Is there anything you all like to do? Got a 9 and a 1. So many ones tonight. You are right, Lemmy. So many ones.
History check on the horses?
They are skeletal horses. I will say that you could. Did everybody move forward? First question.
We moved.
Yeah.
All right, so you did not move.
Sorry.
I think these 2 are back a little ways. I will move the
Yeah,
light
that's fine.
forward. I mean, you could look. We have people who are good with animals here.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they're undead animals, but
As they materialize, Aldrin just kind of looks over his shoulder, be like, "I don't know if it works on the dead one." Oh, for fuck's
It's a
sake.
try. We don't have carrot cake, so.
Do you back up,
See,
Kelly?
those-
Or no, that's east side. Never mind. That's perfect.
That's
That's,
east
a
side.
perfect position. Never mind.
I'm up there.
I was gonna say, I mean, otherwise, if
Put
we have
yourselves where you
carrot, do we have
Oh, I'm
carrot
okay.
cake and
I
we
mean,
could
I
pour a
don't think
potion
you
of speak
carry.
with dead?
I don't think you
I don't-
carry carrot cake around.
I don't. We're not with Becklin. and
Yeah, we're not with
and our
Becklin.
friend. I would always have carrot cake when I'm around him, but
Yeah, because we don't want to die.
That's
So
yeah, you see the swirl of green in the eyes. He just kind of bows his head down and he goes, friends, please, we are only trying to figure out what is happening down here. Please, we mean you no harm.
Give me, I guess, an animal handling check. Seems right. Seems right. I'm gonna sit too. I'm gonna stand in this whole fucking show. We're gonna moving on down.
Do we have any social rerolls?
I'm sure we do. Let me look for you.
We have two from serving hands.
We do. You can use one for serving hands if you'd like.
I'll use one of those.
I'll take my points.
Even fucking worse. That is an 11.
I'm gonna give you. I have inspiration, which will affect your skill check. I'm gonna give you inspiration.
You.
So, not a reroll, bardic inspiration. As the governor's like, I think you have to roll your R more when you're speaking and chatter your teeth. I give you a +5 to your roll.
Oh, so 16.
I've dealt with horse centaurs before. Minotaurs speak similar with snorts and teeth clack, but just trust me when I clack the molars more.
Sorry, friends. Trying to be more helpful.
What does that give you with the +5?
16.
That
he
gives
said.
me a 16.
A 16. Well, let me look. A 16 is on the money. The skeletal horses stop instead of attacking. They bow, and they disappear in a puff of smoke. They surround your feet, and 2 horse tattoos appear on your left hand, on your left arm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, they're like your private horses that like materialize.
You can hear the whinnies in your ear of real horses. It does.
You know what, though?
You are
If they're
now
not
the
trying to
official.
kill us.
You're now the official horse whisperer, is what it feels like
Yes.
to me.
Yes.
This is the. You need to transfer to horse lord as a possible class.
No, you
Probably good.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
What happened? What did they say?
They didn't say it. They didn't say really anything. They just you saw that they bowed and now. Well, actually, I wouldn't even know that. That's I would feel. I'd be like, and I feel like there's something on my arm as well too, because I've got like bracers and stuff. Like,
I can't take these people anywhere without making friends. What the fuck?
We make friends.
Oh yeah, Nessie,
We're the
there
social-
we go.
we're the
so he's
social
a
secret club.
seahorse now.
We're the secret social club.
That's right, because you're the barnacles on your face.
Yeah.
Well, I have the scars. I have the
Scars,
scars.
the
Scars, yeah.
Scars, yes.
Okay.
We're the secret social club. Let's go.
Do I like click my heels and I get like a chariot in my feet?
You don't
and
know?
Just...
We don't know, but you know what?
Good.
It's
okay.
it's good. Let's.
Okay,
All right.
when they leave, happens behind them.
No,
Or
nothing.
statue,
There's
no.
doors to the south. There's the sarcophagus at the end. And that is it. There's nothing else in this room. But there are 2 stone doors.
I don't know if we want to try the doors or if we want to try our luck with that
Passage?
second second passage. I don't know if we're gonna get another cave in.
We should do the doors since we met up with.
Don't quite
The
know.
governor's like, the last thing I want to do is see you go through that tunnel where the purple light was, brighter than any of these shining fiery halls, and us get separated again.
True.
All right.
Yeah.
It just seems like a really, it seems like something people would do when they are working for someone else.
Oh, like council.
No, you all.
I'm working for you. The marshal is dead.
Yeah, the patron. You can tell he's definitely a little bitter about this. Because he's trusted you guys fully. 100% has trusted this group. And now realized that his entire council's dead and you guys have been working for someone else. He's a little worried, to be honest. Maybe going in the dungeon was a bad idea in his eyes. For himself. I'm gonna die down here. It's really
If
what
he
he's doing.
survives, we can introduce. I just say if we all survive, we can introduce you.
To your patron? Oh. Okay. Sure.
He's much nicer
Yes.
than I am.
Just remember, baby.
Are you gonna try and open up these doors?
Yes, I will go. Torek, please help me.
Are your arms feeling all right? You doing good? Because I am. I mean, I know we go to the same gym, but I am a little bit.
My arm.
Torik's like, yep, whatever, and walks over to you.
What do you guys want? Oh, I guess that
You
one.
guys are at that one.
That's Torik's the one with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
try that
All right.
one first because we don't know if these doors go to the same room or not.
We're gonna shove this one open. Let me
Just a whole door, is
grab. Between the two of you, it does take both of you again to move this door. Let me.
Work out.
Why am I drawing? I didn't mean to draw on all this shit. Let me undo that. All right, now I can move it. There you go. There, inside the room, there seems to be a large piece in the center. There is a monument of some form. Who is moving in first?
I'll go since he's mad at us.
Rightfully so. The chamber blazes with violet flames. I'm used to saying violence in the show. In the middle of the room, steps lead up to a sleek marble monument etched with hundreds of lines of text. Doors lead from the room to the north, which is what you came through, and there is one door to the east around this corner. I will move this into the room so we can kind of see the whole room at once. Torik will come in, and the governor will come in. Behind you, those two war horses have disappeared
Okay.
because they are now part of him, the all-seeing, the all-knowing. And it is just one big room. There are torches in this room, unlike the others, that you can light if you want.
Yeah, I'll walk around with my torch. Light some to give us some.
All right, I will reveal this.
Is this text in like any sort of like language that any of us can read or no?
It. I don't think any of you know it. I don't. Oh no, you could know it, Kelly.
Yeah, I was gonna say. 'Cause
If you
I
want to
don't
do
know it-
that, yes, you can definitely read it.
yes.
Because do any of you know Old Salamnik?
No.
Okay, so your robes could do it for you if you'd like. So
Yeah,
what does that
so-
look like? Because I don't think we've talked about that at all.
We did it briefly. So I look at the text, and we've kind of established that the cloak kind of reaches out on its own to like touch everything and like figure out what it is, and it's a very handsy robe. So actually, our personalities match, and it kind of like I direct it, and it kind of like almost like splashes up against the marble and the text, and like it presses in, and you can kind of see, even though it's like maybe a thicker cloth, you can see it like indenting as if it was pressing into the text and like trying to read it all.
Okay. So as it starts tracing over it like Braille
yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
In it, it says the following. The monument in this room, according to your robe, it says, these are the knights of Salamnia, who served at Castle Kalaman and died with honor. There are many names in this monument, but one stands out above all else. There is a Knight of Vogler, Knight Jandin. They seem to be the only one that is local to us and known. It's Jandin. Nothing else is in this room.
All right. This just seems to be a monument. Knight Jandin. Does that name ring a bell to anybody?
History check.
A knight.
Yeah, you can make a history check if you'd like, yeah.
A knight who stands above all others.
19.
Alright.
The cloak mentioned that knight's the only one who's local to Kalaman. I will say I do not see Soth's name or I don't read. The cloak doesn't see that name
No,
on this monument.
nowhere
at
in
all.
that monument. I'm gonna put
Probably
these in
won't.
as torches so you guys can see in this room. You said you walked around and lit them all, right?
Yes.
When you light all the torches, this center monument with all the names on it explodes in fire, in purple flame. Even though you're lighting them in normal, they get just engulfed by the purple flame. In this one, there is your knight that walks around the back end here, walking after the elven woman, and you can tell they are arguing and fighting about something. And he is on horseback. As he stands above her on his horse, he drives his sword into her chest, cutting her in half. The room rumbles, or at least it feels like it for a moment, as the ceiling begins to collapse in purple flames. You watch as the woman burst into fire, along with the knight, but he does not perish. The scene looks like it is.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
And I have an actual picture I can show the audience a little easier. Let me grab it from here.
I'm sorry.
The handouts. There's no handouts. There's the special ones. No, he did not die. There's a burst of flame, but he does not die. I will show this to players so you all can see it as well, and I will blow it up on screen for the audience.
So
Cool.
yeah,
Unicorn.
It is a unicorn.
It is a unicorn?
It is a unicorn.
oh,
You're being
boy.
serious.
I'm dead fucking serious.
Uh,
I am not to say that unless someone points it out.
Do we know what unicorns are? This is. I mean, Diana said it's a unicorn.
Can
Right.
We know.
Can I have a? Can I have a? God, I guess I just did straight intelligence check from you, Diana, at disadvantage.
Sure.
Because it really doesn't fall. What is memory, like remembering stuff, fall under?
probably be like an intelligence.
Just intelligence
wisdom.
check, I think. So just an
I
in
guess.
check at disadvantage.
I'm not at it. Oh! I rolled a 2 and then a 20.
If somebody would like to aid you with this when you say it looks like a unicorn, I will give you the 20.
I guess I
Probably
could find
Aldrin makes the most sense, honestly.
Yeah, 'cause he
because
knows-
it's an
yeah.
animal.
Big horse now.
Yeah,
He's
he
like
does.
horse
He's
now.
got horses. Yeah.
I would like to remind you
unicorn.
that that nightmare has a scar on the center of its head.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
It's this horse! It's. Oh my gosh.
All right.
you
Well,
ate-
Becklin, good luck. Have fun.
Good luck. We will miss you.
Oh my god.
What I'm hearing is we need carrot cake.
So with that,
With the aid,
That's
then
on-
you get a natural 20.
with that,
Oh.
you not only does it look like it, Alderin, you would know that a nightmare a lot of times is a unicorn whose horn has been cut or taken from its head.
Oh. We know why it's taken.
Wait.
Weapons, there's numerous reasons.
I'm gonna.
This
I'm gonna.
visage, does you said they both burst into flame?
They
Does the horse
both burst into flame. The horse burst into flame as well, yes.
Thoughts?
Think this is the same horse as the one that Becklin rides?
Possibly, maybe guess. Maybe the nightmare could have been around for a long time.
I think. Oh.
I mean, we continue going. Maybe we'll get more information.
Yeah, I
on
want
what's
to see
happening
more
in
of
the
this
cave.
story, yes.
The governor's the only person who's like rolling his eyes, looking at the door behind him like, we should just fucking leave. Everyone's like, move forward.
Well, so we're looking at it, and so she's dying or whatever in flames.
Yeah, she
He's staying
burns up.
Yeah, so
He does
when he
not.
stands, is he like in being devoured by the flames? Does he change into anything like the skeleton?
No, it fades away.
Okay.
You just see him standing in it, and he does not die in the flames. He doesn't
All right.
fall, crumple, nor does a horse. It does light on fire, but it doesn't fall.
Okay. All right. We have this door right
You
here.
do have that door there?
Yeah. Erik,
Yeah.
They might
No,
have
yeah,
to.
I'm with you. Let's go. I want to know more too, he says. And the governor's definitely like, fuck.
Okay, we push.
I'm going to move him with you here. And
I know.
you shove the door open. Let me move this barrier again. Man. Hold on here. Oh, I forgot they changed this. You can make them transparent now. I forgot they made the night. I don't have to move them anymore. Awesome. So you can kind of see into the room. Who's walking in? First.
Lord and Savior.
Our
Yeah, I'll
Lord
go
and
in.
Lord and Savior.
All right.
Let me grab this and put this here. Boom.
Okay.
Just so there's light again in the room for us. So as you walk into the room, I will give you the description for this one. A statue of a saluting knight of Solamnia stands in this room, along with 2 tall marble slabs etched with text. All 3 crackle in violet flames, and the spirit of the Knight of Solamnia kneels before one of the slabs. The door leads, the door that's in the room, there is also one set of double doors east. The one that is kneeling, because of the history checks you made before, is the knight from Vogler, Jaden. Or Jandon. They're kneeling in front of one of them.
is he kneeling on the top or the bottom one?
This one. Because it's not specific.
All right. I turn to the rest of the group. Do you want me to try and do a repeat performance of Fort Dyer?
What?
When I was foolishly talking to ghosts and it worked.
Oh,
Your gauntlet hums too, and you can hear the prayers of the knight even though they're not vocal right now.
he's in my. I can hear him praying.
Can I get a can I get a will save from you as the eyes burst into the gem again as you were listening up close like this?
Oh boy.
Oh, good at all.
No disadvantage, it's a regular save.
14.
You're good. They startle you, but not enough to make you scream or make noise, which is what I was concerned with. And they fade away in the smoke again.
Okay, Belina, do you want to talk to the spirit, or should I try and talk to the spirit?
I can try.
Okay. So you walk up to the spirit. The spirit is did everything? Yep. The spirit is praying and speaking in Solamnic. Your gauntlet can understand the dead when they're within a certain range. The marble slabs bear names of honored heroes. Looking over them, I would say if Adriel's going to use her robe again to read them while she's discussing things, Valina's discussing things with them, there is a name of another knight that stands out named Sarlamar. Sarlamir. The knight, when you get within distance, stands and turns on heel. And salutes and drops the salute. Like, actually, it's a chest salute. Drops the salute when realizes none of you are knights.
But I was.
You were. Do you have anything on you that proves that? If so, it'll be the first time on camera that this has ever been discussed. And then I get to ask you a question from my list of questions. I mean, it's up to you. I'm saying it's up to you if you do. I'm not saying, do you have it written on your character sheet? I'm saying, as Valina, does she keep a piece of her past?
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
What?
can it be like a?
Do whatever you want.
Could it be like a tattoo of some sort?
It could be most of the knights, if you were a crown,
what does a
sword, or
knight?
rose, would be one of the three symbols, which are these. It would be one of these. The order of them, I think it's sword, then crown, then rose.
Rose.
Of order of importance. I do not care which one you have. Any of them are fine.
I would assume I would have lost my knight ship. at the beginning, so
Okay.
I would be the sword.
So you have a shield and sword, or a symbol.
You know
of the sword.
what? I won't have a tattoo because I feel like that's not what a knight would have.
It depends. You could have got it afterwards, but that's just weird.
No.
Up to you.
I'll bring out charm.
Okay, like a amulet or a charm or something that you would have. Okay.
Or like a rope that you might have used to put your cloak on.
Yeah. So they say, a knight of the sword. You don't wear the tabard anymore. Did you fall from grace?
I didn't
Then you gave up.
not give up
Then why do you not wear it?
because my family decided to tell them and lie, take my night ship away. They threw me.
No flesh, no blood should stand in the way of an oath of the sword. That means you let them stand in the way.
I had no choice. They forced me.
You can always turn your back on family. The sword is more important. The vows we take to Solamnia are the vows we take for the people, including those who turn their backs on us.
But the time I
Then you turn your back on the order.
didn't do, I just didn't know what to do.
I need a persuasion check to be able to continue conversation. Otherwise, she also, it is a woman actually, also would turn around and leave if you do not convince them to stay. I'm giving you disadvantage. Sorry. You kind of turned your back on what they believe in.
10.
I will give you inspiration of 6 to add to it if you'd like.
Sure, 16.
And then would you like to spend a charisma card?
Sure.
Sure.
Yes, please.
She's like,
Sorry.
I guess. We'll do a charisma card from Serving Hands from tonight. I'll take that. They stop and they said many people stray from the path. You realize you can always go back. If you wish to pray with me, I could set you back on your quest.
I mean, yes.
Is that sincere out of character?
No, that's sincere.
Okay.
She's good at heart.
If you pray, I right now will give you the choice to swap to a Knight of the Sword starting next session.
Wow.
That is up to you, but you do the prayer with them. That is an option that is now open to you.
I feel like this is a perfect time because the marshal is dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling
This
you.
is a new beginning.
That is for you. You can swap. We'll talk about how we can do that, but you can swap to a Knight of the Sword.
Okay.
All right. You finish
I won't
prayer.
say anything.
They stand up. They give you a cold embrace. And they look to the rest of the group and say, "What can I do to aid you in your quest?" Velena, Tharkesis. You never told them your name.
Lumina, are you
Oh, the
translating?
ghosts or them?
The ghost.
The ghost.
Yeah,
Lumina,
I would translate.
You're
of course.
translating?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's speaking to. She is speaking now that you can hear. It is no longer in the silence of the night.
Oh, my name.
Every name is within these halls, future or past.
We were warned by an elven woman, Lidara. She said the old lord of this castle was coming down here to get something that belonged to him, and he shouldn't have it or bring the second cataclysm again.
I do not know of a Lidara. I only know the names on here. I am taking my time in the afterlife to repent for my failed quest as well. As she looks to Valina,
I do like a small I'm sorry, but I understand.
The night bow, the hidden code of like, yeah, we all suck inside.
More genuine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It says, I returned the body in the room beyond, and I returned them, and I did not speak truth when they were buried. Sarlamar died defending the people from rampaging evil dragons, is what I said when they were sent to Ishtar. It's not true. They died failing in their quest when I said they were successful. I didn't want him to be buried away from the rest of their brethren. I was hoping in doing so, these knights in brotherhood would help them in rest. So I repent for my failed quest here, and I have been for quite some time. Is there anything else that I can answer for you before I rest for the day? And you see they start to like fade a little bit.
You've seen someone down.
I've seen no one. You're the first I've seen in countless centuries. And she is wearing old Solamnic Knight armor. Old. Same as the armor of the gentleman who was upstairs. Same as the armor of the knights that were at the gate. Very old Solamnic armor. Like pre-cataclysm. But you gotta think, if the person did come down here, they tunneled. They did not come through here.
Okay.
And basically you can ask a question, they will answer truthfully because of Valina. What would you like to ask?
Do we want to ask about Lord Soth and see if... And I'm going to say it loud so the mic picks up, but like Adriel's kind of leaning in like...
You would have to leave the room for this night not to hear you.
Okay, so then...
Yeah, just ask, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're... The letter that we... let's say this. A gentleman named Caradoc showed up, gave us a scroll. We eliminated him before he could do any harm. The scroll
Caradoc
said...
was a very honorable knight from your years, not mine.
Well, regardless, the note that he had talked about Lord Soth coming and taking this place back. And so that's who we think the elven woman was warning us about.
They say, I don't know a Lord Soth.
Or he was struck from the records.
We never strike a knight from the record. Once you are a knight, you die as a knight, even if you turn your back. Your name will at least be etched here in the walls, or at the nearest temple of Kiri Jolith, or Paladine. All knights are buried knights, even if they turn their back. Even the worst of us.
What's
What
his
if
name in these walls?
If he is from here, from the region, then maybe.
I know it's risky. I'll spread my cloak out on the other two slabs to like imprint and try and see if the name's there.
Nope.
Okay. What if... No, it's not that. It's me making it's me making sure that I'm not metagaming.
I mean, nothing has been metagamed so far. I mean, I will tell you if you're out of bounds, but
Right. Well, I'm just because I put in our chat. I got no sleep last night. This weekend's been super rough. So it's more of Kelly knows Lord Soth is an undead. I don't know if Adriel knows that, and so that's I don't want to.
I don't think anyone knows him other than the boogeyman. Basically, he is a rumored person of fear.
Okay.
And that will say that the letter that the governor is carrying speaks of Nightland with a K.
Right.
Kalaman rules Nightland.
Okay.
The hinterland is north of the Vingrad. Nightland is south of the Vingrad.
Okay.
Estwild is to the east of Kalaman. And then Salamia is west after the fork in the river.
Okay, well then I don't think this question would be out of bounds then. So then what happens, and because this is, Adriel's seen this, so what about knights who don't die? Or they become corrupt or undead? Are they, do their names still stay on the records?
In history. I'm not a historian.
I'm asking because there's been so many weird things happening in Kalaman with soldiers rising from the dead. Purple flames like what we see here.
I don't know any of that either. There's no purple flames in this room.
They don't see the...
There are none in this room.
There are none anymore?
Oh,
Okay.
nope.
Okay.
I don't know of them. I only know that... I know that when a knight passes, if their body or part of their possessions, their tabard, their sword, their shield, can be brought back, they are buried within the halls of their brotherhood. Other than that, I don't know about the deceased coming back as anything. And being buried, that's outside of my realm of knowledge.
I'm sorry, I can't think of anything else, you guys.
I wish you the best. Sarlamar's tomb is through these doors. I buried him here with the rest of the Brotherhood. I do hope he rests well. And she turns and walks into that placard, that big monolith, and vanishes from sight.
Does that monolith look like her?
No, it's just the name. Her name lights up on it. But she's the dead.
What's
Last
her name?
her name is Jandon.
She's Jandon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a last whisper from her saying that if Salamar is in his tomb, please save the religious relic of his. And that would be the last words you would hear as she vanishes.
Oh.
Do we open the next set of doors? Torek would already be in the room, ready to go. The mayor would also be in the room, ready to go.
I feel like we've been given... Excuse me. Adriel, trying to bring some levity to the situation, says, I feel like we've been given a nightly quest, and I would feel awful turning that down in light of Felina's potential career change.
Considering the fact that you are a fucking knight.
Adriel's actually not mad about that. She's just... It is what it is, man. We all have our secrets, so...
I mean, especially on this show.
Yes, especially on this show. Like,
right.
It's just secret time.
So, the Horse Whisperer, a Forgotten Knight, and a Red Robe walk into a bar.
Yes. They all walk to the same gym.
Are we opening the door?
Yes.
Yeah, because either it's this Salamar who's going through, or Soth is trying to steal some sort of religious relic from their body. So
Okay.
we got, as far as we know, anyway, we gotta try and stop it.
All right.
And possibly have a TPK, but let's do it.
I mean, look. As the doors open, the mayor walks forward with you. Yeah. I know, and the audience can't see it, which is even better. The mayor walks forward with Torek. Can I please have whoever is walking into the room first walk into the room? Everybody else can be lined up on the side of the door. Or you can all walk in if you want. I'm fine with that as well.
I'll walk.
I feel, yeah. I mean, we're all like, I feel like we're all super invested in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The doors open and we go.
I'm gonna slow pan this.
Wow.
I will move everybody in the room here,
Okay.
just so they're here. We can all see. I am going to read this out. Violet flames outline the tombs set in the walls of this spacious crypt. A heavy stone brazier sits empty near the room's center. A sarcophagus to the north lies in pieces at the mouth of a crumbling tunnel. Same one you're guessing that was coming from the north. That is not collapsed yet.
Yet.
The wall to the southeast is similarly broken, like an exit from the tomb. On the far end of the tomb, a flaming dais holds a sarcophagus sculpted with the image of a knight and a life-size sculpture of a dead dragon impaled with a spear curls around the sarcophagus. Something within the sarcophagus moves, slamming at the lid. The unnatural flames of the dais blaze, wildly intense. What does the group want to do?
What's the religious relic we need to save?
I mean,
Anyone know?
there's a spear impaled through a fucking dragon statue.
Does the spear look like it is stone as well, or does it look?
From
look like
the
an actual
distance
weapon?
you are at and the purple flames engulfing it is very hard to tell.
Do we see the bloody footprints and hands in here?
Yes, coming from the tunnel, there's a little bit of blood, and then heading south out of here, there is blood as well.
Resting properly.
Doesn't sound like they're resting at all, who's ever's in there.
No, it does not.
Let's start flanking up towards broken.
So you wanna go north and I'll go south?
All right. When you move north and south, stop there. The flames waver, exploding and forming an ominous image once more. A terrifying knight from the last vision steps through the wall. He approaches the blazer at the room's center, above which rolls a flaming orb. The knight holds up a scepter sculpted with screaming faces. Once touched to the ball of flame, the scepter ignites and the orb vanishes. The knight admires the flaming scepter, then points at the ornate tomb and statue at the end of this room. Both burst into flames and spread across the crypt, flowing from here and out of the room. The figure then moves south to the wall and vanishes. When that is said, the crypt explodes. And what may be my favorite piece of art in the book explodes out of it. And I am so sorry with what is about to happen, because we are going to end our night here for next week as Sar Lamar burst out of the tomb with a blazing sword of purple, with a skull for a head and green pauldrons. This man steps forth. The first words from his mouth: the cursed Night Lord Soth calls to Sar Lamar, though haunted flames of the cataclysm burn within. And he draws the sword and charges the nearest person. So that is it for our show this week, as we will pick up in the middle of combat and possibly Velena claiming her knighthood, fighting against a fallen knight of the order. The knight that is the reason that the floating island of Ishtar turned into the debacle that it was. This man failed one of the biggest quests in the history of Dragonlance. And you got to see Dragonlance's version of Lord Vader, which is Lord Soth. If you think Darth Vader's a bad motherfucker, I think Soth might be worth. He is the worst creature. And you found out something that isn't even I don't think anyone's supposed to find out, which is that the nightmare that's in your keep is a unicorn and may be the knight's mount, which means the vision you saw of Lord Soth's mount. Does anyone have any shows this week?
I do. I actually have something. Let me see. I think it's at 6:30 on Friday.
I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 6:30. Just look at my socials. Okay, gosh. I'm doing a one-shot of Cyberpunk.
Yeah!
Yes, I'm gonna be a fixer. Her name is Puma.
All right, all right.
Puma. Yeah.
How many kids are you hiring?
Oh.
my
I guess I
God.
can hire them all.
Cannon fodder.
Right. Anyway, so it'll be on the Initiative Orders Twitch channel.
Nice.
Just watch my socials. I will post. Actually, I did post something the other day. I retweeted it. But yeah, definitely come check me out. It's gonna be fun.
I love me
me
some
some
cyberpunk.
Me too.
Adam, you got anything going on this week? Or are you just off teaching children to dodge Nova's gunshots?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. That's all I
A++
got.
would recommend.
This is like the second. This is the second to last week of classes, so I'm finishing up all this freaking.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. And
Yeah.
do we have more thirsty red lipstick Kelly sword lesbians this week?
No, that is the third Sunday of
All
every
right.
month. This week will just be me recovering after this weekend.
All right. Well, wave
Guys,
by.
Wait,
Oh.
it's at 6 p.m.
Okay.
The Initiative Order is the channel, and
Okay.
also you guys may remember Jared Hoy, who also
Aw.
did a one-shot for us.
He's gonna be there?
with me as well. Yep.
Should ask them if they want me to come play a villain.
Anyway, so yeah, come check us out.
Well, with that, I'm going to go over to our Dragonlance Minute here. Wave bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming. We'll see you
This,
next time.
this Dragonlance Minute is not secret time. It's actually for tomorrow's show.
Ooh. We help them out some.
So, everybody, tomorrow we have 2 members short. We do not have Drew. He is traveling, and Allie is traveling as well. So I have arranged guest stars. I'm only going to tell you one of them. Justice Hughes is going to be joining us, playing one of my favorite NPCs that are in our cast of retinue. But I'm going to give you a little taste for tomorrow. As the camera pans out through the tunnel to the south, up into the cliff sides outside of Capwn, it flies over top of the capital and sees the Knights of Solamnia that came in here with the knight that they fought upstairs, as Lord Soth calls them to exit the city. On the way out, the first people they encounter are Hagen and Everett for tomorrow's show. Let's see how smart Tuesday is and if this turns into all-out war. Have a great night, everybody. If you're watching this on YouTube afterwards, comment down below if you expected a unicorn to be Lord Soth's mount. Over here, you're going to see some videos to watch, probably other Dragonlance stuff, or maybe even watching paint dry. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. CST for Tuesday's Voyager's Hearth. And tomorrow, the Kickstarter for Tales of the Valiant launches for Cobalt Press. I'm super proud to be a part of it. That launches in the morning. If you're looking for a new way to play 5e, for it to be leveled up and brought into this century, maybe you should check that out. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7:30, and I am not sorry for the combat that's going to happen here. Good night, everybody.